Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly welcome you to Fallout Hawaii, the theme park, also known as TikiChiki Tales. Over the last 8 years of covering Planet Coaster 1 on this channel, I have seen plenty of Fallout-inspired creations, but this is the first time ever I've seen it done to this scale and quality, branding it as the best Fallout theme park ever created in Planet Coaster 1. Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, and welcome to part 1 of the most epic 4-park spotlight marathon contest series shown on this channel. Today's creation was led by our designer Sir.Alan, and with the help of this community, he built this park from nothing in under 4 months. As part of our Channel 5 Collab contest series, our final and most epic Planet Coaster 1 contest ever. This contest was to have 4 designers lay out 4 of the most incredible park concepts ever created and have the community compete in 4 different contest categories, which filled these parks to completion. The designers were then tasked to build their own main attraction, centerpiece, park entrance, and finally polish everything in between our community's contest creations, which leads us up to this final epic 4-park spotlight series to determine which park is crowned champion. So we now need your help by watching the 4-park spotlight series and voting after the final 4th park reveal to help us decide which park is crowned grand champion of Planet Coaster 1. There's a link in the description for the entire series, which includes the 4-park spotlights as well as all the episodes and contests leading up to this final epic battle of the parks. Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into today's park spotlight with special guest designer Sir.Alan. Let's go. Heyo, everybody, it's Johnny5 Alive, and I am joined here with Sir.Alan.
Heyo.
We are in the TikiChiki Resort. Actually, you guys are looking at an image created by Sammy Newts for the TikiChiki Resort. Alan wanted to kick off this spotlight with a fun little trailer. So before we start actually walking around the park, I guess we get a introduction trailer teaser to what we're going to be experiencing here today, is what I understand.
Absolutely. That's exactly it.
I haven't seen this trailer either, so we're going to watch it together. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh. Is it okay if I react?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god. It's followed in Planet Coaster. I love the music too. Oh my god. You actually did it, Alan. War never changes. Well, that's loud. Oh my god. The Tiki Gods.
Has the park come to fruition?
The Guardian. Oh, damn. Haha, the grizzly guy. I love him. Oh, man. This is like B-roll for Johnny.
It's already made.
Yeah, that's great. Well, normally, for all the viewers, they get to watch all this nice B-roll that I made. This is what it's like to watch a video that I didn't have to make. This is cool. Wow.
The bunny beat.
TikiChiki. Are we going over to the Raiders?
So that's the trailer. Just ends in a... Here we go.
Oh, I hear the radiation. The Geiger.
Yeah. So I wanted to show the trailer just to set the tone and the scene before we get going.
Okay.
I don't think it reveals too much, but as you can see or guess, We've already taken part in 4 separate spotlights where we've looked at the different plots, but now that everything's together, it's progressed quite a lot, and so yeah, hopefully all of the viewers are in for a treat.
Yeah, we have lots to talk about, lots to look at, so why don't we jump over to the game then?
Let's go.
Yeah, that was great. That's a great little trailer. You kind of tickled my fancy with the vaults, being in the vault there. Let me get the volume of the game up before we begin here.
And I created the music and everything, so no copyright issues for you today.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sir.Alan. Okay, so here we are inside of a pod or something, and there's a T-45 armor. Looks like they just broke into this vault. Arise, my champion. Let's push play.
Keep your wits about you, young squire. This vault is still in use, but a knight should always be prepared.
I bet it's been picked clean already, sir. But if there's tech, I'll find it. Maybe a fusion core or... Whoa, what the... It's a ghoul. Is it... feral?
If I was feral, kid, you'd already be missing half your face. And probably a few limbs. Ain't that how it goes?
Right. What should we do, sir?
My squire shall decide its fate.
Isn't this from the TV
Me?
series?
Sir?
It's
Well, okay, you can
inspired
go. But don't go looking for trouble, got it? Otherwise, you see my friend here? Bang!
Bang.
He'll scrap you before you can say rat away, understand?
Sure thing, Captain. Ain't looking to ruffle any feathers. Not in the mood for a laser tan today, anyway.
Keep to the path and don't stray. We'll be watching.
Yeah, like a hawk. Now get out of here before we change our minds.
Glad to see there's still a sense of hospitality around these parts. I've been asleep a long time. You boys know where I can get some supplies around here?
Well, there's the TikiChiki whatever place, like down at the old resort. It's pretty fun, actually. There's this metal track you can ride on, goes real fast.
Refrain the idle chatter.
Yes, sir. Shakedown's close by too, but you'd want to arm yourself before heading there.
Shaketown, huh? The rules are more of a suggestion?
It's, lively. You don't want to stroll in there with nothing but a sharp wit.
And if you're wise, you won't linger in their company longer than necessary.
Since I've been asleep, I don't know, a century or so, I reckon I've got a bit of catching up to do. I'll leave you fine gents to your scavenging while I'm mosey on out of here.
It's not scavenging, it's important work. Sir, was that really a good idea? Letting it go?
Wolfsy, Squire. In this world, the past always has a way of catching up.
How did they do all that?
I don't know. The FSF Rangers power armor was just too good not to use, and so I had this idea of just maybe leaning into the Fallout, adding a few little quirks. It's not, like this all the way through. Just nice tone setter.
Look, we got to do a quick pause. So you want to tell me a little bit about the audio file that we just listened there? Am I supposed to walk up here?
Oh, well, you can. So the voices were provided by Mike Reps. It's quite a late edition. And
Mike Reps?
It is, yeah. So it's his voice, and I processed it. And here you can see we have a vault. However,
What's the guy's name from the Fallout TV series? The main character, the Brotherhood guy.
Oh, I know what you mean. I can't think of the name.
It reminded me of him. It sounded very familiar.
I recommend actually what we can do is to go through the park and then come back to the vault for later.
But not
just because
but
it'll be. I know. Well, just save the best to last. I make it sound as if my stuff is the best. No, it's a treat that's going to be waiting here for us.
But we're here, and Fallout. I want to see what's in there. It sets the tone, Alan. Are you sure this is the wise decision? Viewer retention.
I'll let you decide. If the dark ride is quite long, and it'll set the tone. Depends if you want to go riding some coasters before a dark ride. I'll let you make an executive decision.
I want to go in the vault.
All right.
People
So
tune
here we
in and
are.
want to see some Fallout shit, right? And I'm not sure what I ended for my intro, but to reiterate, if I did or did not say on that, these you are competing against 3 other parks to win a contest. This is your, not only how did you take everything that the community has made over the last 3 months, but how did you create your main attraction? And this will be one of the voting points for people to vote on, is your main attraction here. And it's one of the major things that I have not seen being developed. So for me, it's like, this is one of the biggest talking points and one of the biggest reveals. So
Like the sounds?
part of me wants to see these as soon as possible, and make sure the audience sees that as soon as possible.
So just a little bit of context. This has all been, obviously I'm leaning into Fallout. All of the sounds are authentic Fallout sounds. So I've gone out of my way to make sure that it's as authentic as possible. And then that's what actually is the best thing was to switch to that video, the pre-recorded one, because.
All right, so we got a video here. Let's jump over and check out this video. All right, 24-minute dark ride. I've seen some long ones in the past, but this may be a record.
Welcome to Vault 212. My name is Malia, and I will be your guide for this tour.
Let's go.
Please don't be
You
alarmed
didn't
by
use
the
reshade.
decontamination equipment. It's standard practice for visitors to pass through the particle inversion neutralizers. Don't worry, it's harmless and will render radioactive particles unknown.
Yo, this is nuts already, Alan.
At all times, and not to reach out to
It should
ensure
sound authentic.
as some passages are
Nice.
narrow. Today we will see what the living conditions were like for the 3 generations of survivors that lived in this vault, and also hear about the events that took place during the construction phase.
Yeah, this is definitely a good decision to start with this.
We are currently
Awesome.
descending into the vault. There are a small number of residents who still live in the vault for research and maintenance. The others left the vault after the great opening 12 years ago. I used to live here when I was a little girl, although I was too young to remember. My mother lives in the resort, and my father has left this world now, so he is with the great TikiChiki. It makes me very happy to share my vault heritage with visitors to the vault, especially as not everyone has been as fortunate as we have. Upon exiting the elevator, we will be entering the main atrium. It's my favorite part of the vault.
Yo!
It's the central hub for all areas of the vault. Residents would congregate to discuss recent research or just play games and listen to music. You may be able to smell the food prepared on the lower level in the cafeteria. You might also have noticed a distinct change in the air quality too. Going from the outside to the purified air inside the vault can feel strange if you aren't used to it.
You have the Overseer up there. I love the silhouette of the Overseer.
It's here that Dr. Parker studies the effects of radiation on the local fauna. We will be careful not to disturb his work today. His research focuses on genetic mutagenesis, how elevated radiation above ground causes deformities in the plant life, and the side effects those mutations lead to. He also
Look at the mutated tomato.
Cascade, which is how the disruption of some species leads to knock-on effects throughout the ecosystem, such as wildlife consuming the mutated plants.
He has tinfoil shoulders.
Okay, now let's execute spectroscopy at 5.2
Hilarious. Yo.
Warning.
I said 5.2 milliwatt.
Now,
Put it down.
situation normal.
Now we have to start all over again.
Warning. I always repeated whenever I heard that. I love that. Warning.
Dr. Parker's research was the identification
my favorite.
of the nutritious radium. Greatly oversized and literally glowing, he confirmed the bioluminescent yam was perfectly safe to eat and was also the direct cause for the local rad scorpions' distinctive glow. As a side point, the rad scorpions are mostly nocturnal, and it's pretty easy to see them approaching from a long way away. We planted many radiums in a location far away.
You know how many times a scorpion snuck up on me?
Away from the resort.
On the ground.
Oh, no.
Seriously? Again?
Oh, no.
We will next be heading down to the
Warning.
lower level of the atrium. This is the only vault discovered on the island. The facility is built on top of lava tubes. These are naturally occurring, stable conduits through which lava can and does flow for hundreds of years.
Whoa.
Indeed, some tubes now empty of lava that have been dated to be thousands of years old. The discovery of lava tubes had been kept secret before the Great War. No one in the vault knew anything about them.
Is that this
except for the
vault's
people who built
experiment?
the vault, of course.
I like
It
it.
is.
As we will hear later,
gonna
the outer
unfold.
door was intended to be sealed, preventing anyone seeking refuge from entering. Evacuees from the local resort made their way to the vault and were able to enter. We are now passing through the lower main atrium. When you entered the vault's outermost door,
Look at
you would have
this.
passed through multiple layers of shielding. This provides radiation protection, even when the outer door is open.
Alan, this is great and all, but I gotta go play Fallout now. I'm sorry.
Cleanup in
I'll let you off.
progress. Please go about your regular business.
It was almost a week before the mechanism could be repaired by residents equipped with radiation suits working around the clock.
I feel like this exact vault exists in Fallout 4. The kitchen in the bottom left.
All the food here is cooked by hand.
Yeah,
However, the food situation
definitely
for the first
inspired
generation
from
that lived
real
here
vaults
was
in the
very
game.
different
Yeah.
than it is today.
Welcome back. How may I assist you today?
Nothing today. Thank you, Mabel. The residents had to survive on limited rations for many years in the beginning to preserve their food supplies, while researchers raced to create and scale up the in-vault hydroponics facilities. It took years, but once ready, they could feed everyone generously.
Thank you for helping.
Please stand clear and go about your normal work routine. Your friendly Robco factory helper will have this cleaned up in a moment.
You may not be one of us, but you're the next.
Yeah, the
best.
audio's great, Alan.
We will next pass through one of the several living quarters. There are two
It's all
distinct
exported from the actual
complexes in
game.
Vault 212. We are in the main complex now, and it is kept separate by secret passages. We call the other section the Shadow Complex. The plans devised for each complex didn't work out as the founders expected. We will be able to hear more about this during our tour.
I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum.
Not today, thank you, Jeffrey.
Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
The vault was meant to preserve the American way of life, but this noble proposition disguised the real purpose of the vault, and the Shadow Complex would have remained hidden from all the inhabitants here. Behind the hidden doors was an overlord, manipulating and testing the people who lived here. The Shadow Complex is unused, largely left as it was found. In the Shadow Chamber, you will notice wiring and terminals, these connected to observation points within the main vault. They plan to watch all areas in the main vault. Everything, the cafeteria, the overseer's office, individual quarters.
These scenes
No
are
moment
insane,
truly
Alan.
intimate or private. We are now approaching one of the secret passageways, disguised as an
Proud of
innocent
it.
wall. When I think about the amount of observation equipment in the Shadow Chamber, it sends shivers down my spine. All connections have been hard cut so that the equipment can never be used again. We are
Wow.
heading into the central comms facility, where communications between vaults would have been possible. As it stands, no lines remain intact now, but this room is still stocked with holotape recordings of conversations between executives, contractors, and personnel, all relating to the planning of this vault. Numerous empty holotapes exist, clearly ready for the resident observations. We are not sure why covert recordings between executives
Like the
exist
Institute.
here.
Yeah.
Perhaps blackmail or another cynical purpose, but I'm afraid we will never know now. I will now play for you a selection of holotapes, beginning with an extract from a conversation between a Vault Tech executive, Mrs. Betty Reed, and the director of Vault Tech Hawaiian Operations, Mr. Charles David. This recording was made in 2077, while the vault was midway through construction.
I'm thrilled to talk about the results from this experiment. Betty, Dr. Taylor's work on anxiety manipulation has shown great promise for societal development.
Fascinating, Charlie.
Indeed. This experiment will help us structure and leverage anxiety in group dynamics to maximize productivity and obedience in our new world. The experiment will begin by inducing emotional baseline in all subjects to counteract the initial shock of nuclear displacement.
How will you go about measuring productivity increases to report back to us?
I've instructed Overseer Andrews to implement a strict daily routine and introduce psychotropics into the ventilation system. This will allow us to start the experiment within a week. The first phase involves inducing a collective trauma response by simulating low-level tremors and initiating the hypersonic white noise throughout the vault, which will continue throughout the experiment.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
No, please, go ahead, Betty.
Hypersonic white noise? What effect will that have?
Dr. Taylor's research demonstrates maintaining an elevated baseline anxiety level, allowing us to gradually increase it without causing psychological defects, as we have seen in previous experiments. We have scheduled increasing tremors and heat fluctuations, with each incident followed by Andrews rallying the subjects to develop solutions. The vault's equipment has been specially designed for the subjects to adapt for geological research purposes, all rigged to yield falsified readings. It's imperative that the subjects believe that their efforts are indeed solving real issues.
So they solve fabricated problems, improving collaboration and sharing in collective success along the way.
Exactly. This process enhances their ability to adapt to anxiety, boosting productivity and cohesion. After 6 months, we'll let them believe they've stabilized the tremors and gradually remove the white noise. We expect societal cohesion to deteriorate, allowing us to measure the exact model of deterioration. Once it reaches minimal cohesion, we'll restart the experiment.
The vault was designed from the very beginning as a way to experiment on people. The rationale is repeated throughout all the recordings we find. They wanted to perfect human civilization by perfecting conditions for people to do their best. But it's very difficult to get past how self-defeating this logic would turn out to be. The next holotape is a recording of a communique between Charles David again, this time speaking with the Senior Junior Vice President of Vault Tech Bud Ascent.
Your choice of wording on the life support pod test results is interesting. I don't need to remind you, there are a lot of eyes on this project. Over 300 stasis pods are allocated to the top brass who are going to ask me about this report. Look, I understand you might be more candid with me than in the official report. Let's level here. Off the record.
Off the record?
Help me help you. I need to know if you have any concerns about the stasis pods.
The report is accurate. All pods passed the tests. But there's a development I wanted to keep confidential until I know more.
Go on.
Bob overheard something from an Atom Guard tech. Are you sure this is off record?
Absolutely. This stays between us.
Fine. Bob heard the tech on a comlink, quietly saying he replaced a cracked thermal conduit.
Sure, they are required to replace broken parts.
You're missing the point. These conduits are ceramo-titanium composite. They cannot crack.
Could it be a mistake?
It's more than a mistake. How would he have disposed of a conduit without anyone noticing? What would he replace it with? More importantly, how can a conduit crack, especially since they haven't been even started tests yet? I had Bob check every conduit, and it all seems fine.
Could the tech have meant he solved the issue metaphorically?
I trust Bob. He wouldn't mishear. There's no evidence of a problem, but the remark troubles me.
Trust your gut on this. Let's keep this between us for now. Do you need additional resources?
That won't be necessary. I asked Bob to activate listening equipment to monitor Atom Guard's progress discreetly. I want to ensure there are no surprises.
Good work, Charlie. Keep me updated.
Their plan to leverage the energy from lava tubes required very specialized and sophisticated equipment. This recording is the earliest first indication we found that the contractor, Atom Guard, had been cheating Vault Tech on the installation. Pumping molten lava requires withstanding temperatures of up to 1,000 degrees Celsius. That's 10 times hotter than boiling point of water. High-grade materials are needed, so a custom ceramic titanium composite material developed by Vault-Tec was installed. But Atomguard instead used cast iron conduits, coated with a thin layer of the composite instead. This would definitely have been financially motivated, but as this power generation system would only be needed for a fully inhabited vault, Atomguard probably thought it would never actually be put to use. The control room
What's that?
recording is the last ever created. It was still in the machine when this area was discovered. The recording is of the startup sequence just before the nuclear detonation above, with Robert Miller, the facility controller, Victoria and John Brown, the systems coordinator and maintenance engineer, respectively.
I have received confirmation that detonation will be in T-minus 5 minutes.
Very good. Gerald, has the last of the Alpha crew been accounted for?
One left. He's unloading a phase decoupler from the boat.
No! Just get him inside. We are closing the doors now.
But he's...
Get him inside now, by force if you have to.
Yes, sir.
Prime the ignition sequence. We need to close these doors before the blast hits. I don't want to deal with any unwanted arrivals from the resort after the bomb goes off.
Yes, sir. Preheaters activated. Thermal regulation systems are online and stable. Turbines primed.
Over to you, John.
Aye, sir. Proceeding with calibration.
Gerald, are you both inside?
Yes, sir. All accounted for.
Stand by for door release.
Flow valve 1 online. Thermal regulators engaged. Monitoring temperature rise in conduit channels. Turbine contact confirmed.
Confirmed. Turbines remain stable.
Okay, now slowly bring up the flow.
Increasing flow value 1 to 50% capacity.
Report.
Pressure spike detected in flow value 2. And 3.
Emergency shut off.
No, wait! We won't be able to get back online if you shut it off now. Just reduce the flow.
Thermal regulators 2, 4, 6, and 7 all offline.
All flow regulators offline. I'm engaging emergency shutdown. It's not responding.
Turbines are being pushed past limits.
How? What is happening?
I don't know. Shutdown isn't responding.
Attention! Calling all personnel. Lava flow failure in section 4 Alpha. Seal that breach now.
Control! We are in pod storage. It's everywhere.
Pod storage?
Oh my God.
When they opened the first flow valve, lava entered the conduits for the first time. They immediately ruptured. Lava spread out and melted the valve supports and remaining conduits. The pressure differential caused an intake surge, which caused more lava to come into contact with the cooling network, resulting in steam released into the complex. This situation created a siphon effect that rapidly drew in more lava before crystallization around the valves could cease to flow. Pod storage chamber, or section 4 as heard in the recording, filled with superheated steam and lava.
Ugh.
What we saw just now was a reenactment of the event that took place over 200 years ago. Don't worry, this facility is safe, as the lava tubes are sealed now after those catastrophic events. The life support systems on the left would have provided the necessary conditions that the pods required to stay operational for hundreds of years. On our left is the pod storage chamber. The lava entered the facility through pipes that ruptured before the lava solidified. This is the pod storage chamber. Over 500 people were frozen in these pods. They would have been the inhabitants of the New World. Various Vault-Tec personnel and families were amongst them. The residents inside main vault were considered expendable.
Jesus.
I will activate the holographic simulator momentarily.
Holy shit.
I grew up hearing about these recordings and plans. It wasn't until I was an adult that I really understood the depth of what had occurred. It's taken many years of reflection. I feel anger, understandably. Angry at the cruelty. Angry how easily they dismissed the value of people's lives. It's an ironic twist of fate that those who conspired to sacrifice so many innocent lives would end up with such a poignant demise of their own doing, a sinister deception rewarded with another sinister deception. However, I am grateful because despite hardship, I am here. When so many didn't have that opportunity, we have made a good life for ourselves. My most core principle is respect for others. That's why I'm happy to share this terrible history with you, so we can all learn from the mistakes of the past. We will be returning to the main complex now. These hidden doors were revealed from the beginning due to the system failure, also preventing the vault's outermost door opening. If it wasn't for that, none of my ancestors would have entered the vault. There were no survivors from the Shadow Complex. The experiments never began. The tremors never started. The ventilation never poisoned. The plans laid bare for all to see. This corridor is adjacent to the main vault complex. Another secret door lies just ahead, which emerges from the power generators.
Damn.
These are the power generators. They have been upgraded over time, as some power requirements were designed to be provided by the primary generator, now behind solid rock. A fascinating geothermal bioreactor system that uses a specially engineered strain of thermophilic, which means heat-loving, algae. Geothermal energy catalyzes the algae's metabolic process, outputting a great deal of energy, enough to satisfy the needs of the vault.
Look at that.
This is one of the hydroponics facilities. We grow all the food that we eat, fruits, legumes, fungi, leaves, tubers, like potatoes. We have even formulated a new protein to complement this highly nutritious and varied diet. The next room, as we near the conclusion of the tour, is the loading station, where we can transport supplies to our storage facilities. Storage spans a surprisingly large distance, hence the need for the train. As a side point, the chamber has excellent acoustics. We sometimes come here to enjoy listening to Dr. Wilson play the piano in there. It looks like... Oh,
That's
how
cool.
exciting. Just a second.
Look at the milk machine.
Richard, play something for us.
Sure thing, Malia.
Cool. Aww. Awesome.
I thought that would be a nice touch.
Absolutely.
I did have to get rid of the important chord change, otherwise it was getting picked up by the copyright.
Yeah, a core copyright touch.
Yeah.
No, it's different enough to be unique, but still has that originality. Amazing. War never changes. Let's go.
Oh, that was wonderful. I just love hearing him play. Ladies and gentlemen, we have concluded the Vault Tour. We are returning to the upper level. I will be available to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Vault 212, I would like to thank you for visiting us today, and we hope you enjoyed your visit. Please keep your arms down while the safety bar is raised up and watch your step carefully as you exit the tour car. On behalf of all of us here in Vault 212, thank you.
Let's go.
There we go.
Well done, Alan.
Thank you.
The Fallout Vault Tour. Holy good googly moogly. Let's hop back over to game. If that's where the video ends there, right?
It is. Yeah,
all right.
That's it.
Holy moly.
It's in the park. It's ready for anyone that wants to ride it. But yeah, for the point of the spotlight, I thought it was more reliable to a video.
So if we were to ride it here in game, it would just be the audio wouldn't be as clear, and
that's right.
There might be some desyncs. So I have one question that maybe I didn't quite understand from that whole story. Why were they in the first place trying to get lava to flow through tubes?
Oh, power generation.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, they were leveraging it for like the big power supply.
So if that went poorly, then how did they have power for the next couple hundred years?
Those, the algae.
The algae. Oh, that's the algae that they explained at the end. Okay, so that new system was developed on the fly.
Yeah. So the lava was for the pod storage, like hundreds of years and that kind of stuff. But the generator you saw at the end, that would have provided for the main vault anyway.
Right. So and then my next question would be, because I'm quite familiar with your park, whereas people are about to learn it. That lady who just gave us the tour said she lives in the Tiki Resort now, but I guess she comes back down here to give these tours to people and that sort of thing. So this Tiki tribe, they kind of are the vault members that came out of the vault.
They used to be.
They used to be.
So the lore of the park, and as you can see, it's a bit of a different vibe from stepping out of the normal Fallout game, which has always been the intention of having a familiarity but having a twist on it. So the colourful life as well as the death kind of mixed into one. So we've got
right.
Yeah, I like this view when you kind of step out and it's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah. Quick pause. Hold on. Okay, continue.
So the law of the park is that as the inhabitants weren't the actual intended inhabitants because the door never closed. So people from the resort went there, and over generations, as the memory of the life above world left, they had a single poster of the Tiki Resort, which had this the mascot on there, which was the Tiki guy.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, the inhabitants start to fracture, where half of them would become kind of besotted and idolize this mascot as some kind of deity,
right?
Whereas the others rejected it as a false god. And so by the time that they came up to the top, half of them wanted to go back to the resort and restore it. The other half went their own way.
Right. Wow.
Look at this view.
Okay, so some context here for everybody watching. I have seen bits and pieces of this park, obviously, because like this coaster that you see here is a 4D coaster. I know that much because I judged it as part of the coaster contest. A lot of these individual plots were created by different community members throughout the process of making this over the last 3 months. Therefore, I've seen a lot of things, but I haven't seen them all together in the overall park, and I have not seen the overall park. So it's just as surprising to me, but I will see things that I maybe harken back to and recognize, but I'm going to see a lot of new stuff too. So this is a very exciting park spotlight, unlike anything we've ever done in the past, because it's a lot of these things have meaning to me in terms of like who won in the contest and all that stuff, and then it, seeing it all come together like this is really quite phenomenal. The Red Rocket is definitely something new here from Alan.
Starship Brad did the Red Rocket.
Nice.
So he did a great job, and you can see there's a little Miss Mr. Handy on the right hand side as well,
and a little Follow Boy, or what do they call him, Pip Boy?
Yeah.
It's not Pip Boy. What is the mascot's name?
The Vault Boy.
Vault Boy. There you go. Yeah, I knew something was wrong.
So if you look towards, there's actually a little trigger near the Mr. Handy.
Oh, there's also one here I wanted to check out.
Yeah.
This guy's going to tell us what's up?
Yeah, it's only short.
Welcome. Always great to see a new face around here. The name's Ron, and I deal in just about anything.
Give me your caps.
You can
Bang!
imagine. Reward trinkets, fresh food, depending on your definition of fresh. Ammunition for the adventurer in you. That's our
Yeah, I'll take
motto.
one bullet. You want to sell me one bullet?
Got the caps? Then I'm sure we've got something that'll catch your
Depends
eye.
if you got the caps.
I did not bring caps. All right.
So they're just little audio extracts to help with immersion in the parks. That was Mike Reps. This one is a genuine Mr. Handy.
A job well done is its own reward. Good riddance to this rubbish.
He's a
The class
corrupted.
of people I'm forced to associate with these days just keeps falling. Why do I get all the hoodlums?
I don't trust this one. That's fun. So you have like these little audio tapes around the park, kind of. Shut up. Yeah, you have little audio tapes around your park, which is kind of fun because they're like finding hollow tapes throughout the game.
Yeah.
Are these like your own custom Raider
So again,
bikes?
this was Starship Rad. So in Fallout, they kind of have these little funny fusion buggies or fusion powered cars, and so those are really, really nice.
Right.
I like that.
These are like rusty
And
ones.
Yeah. So this little scene that we're in is Starship Rad added or provided a lot of this.
Look at this. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, we got another little audio tape. Let's go.
Take a look. Welcome to godforsaken hellhole. Not much to look at, but it's all mine.
She's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, we're moving on. That's hilarious. Oh, I finally, I feel like I've been talking about this for months, but it's actually only been 3 months, which is months, but it feels a lot longer than it actually was, but I've been wanting to walk this highway since its earliest inception, right? And I finally get to do that here today. This is kind of an exciting... It's a walk down the aisle, metaphorically speaking. Yeah. This is great. Oh my god. And we're going right underneath the highway, or yeah, it's the highway coaster, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So as part of this coaster, Shockwave provided like a section of highway, and so I used that to extend it all the way. So that was really great.
We're going to be going on that probably first, potentially wherever this highway lets us off. Or I guess this is like an overpass going onto the highway. I don't.
It's,
or it would be an
it's part of the
off-ramp.
highway.
Normally an
Yeah.
off-ramp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the music. Is that copy? How'd you do that?
Oh no, it's copyright free.
It's
so there's some. I've already checked it through YouTube as well. There are different laws about some of the vintage music before the 20s. So actually, there's quite a big body of stuff that's not copyrighted.
Is that from the 20s? I was gonna say maybe
Hawaiian 20s.
Surprise fun fact for you.
Oh.
My favorite all-time music, and it's potentially because of Fallout, but when I hear music from like the 40s and 50s, I feel very happy inside.
Yeah.
And
Warm feeling.
Yeah, this is like my favorite type of music. Is old music. Just the way it sounds.
See the little radio.
That's adorable. This is quite different than anything I expected. I mean, it's not even recognizable anymore, Alan.
Yeah, it's
where
where
are all the plots? Is this your... Did you make this?
Yeah, this is the main entrance.
Is this... Oh, this is your park entrance.
Yeah. So this is basically the way in.
So one thing...
Obviously, it looks all quite destroyed. But...
One thing we're going to be doing in this series, so it's good, like, we just rode your main attraction. Probably should have highlighted that a little bit more. I'm going to pause it because the music's kind of overpowering me. But yeah, that was your main attraction. So we will be having a contest forum for people to pick their favorite main attraction. But this was also your main entrance. And you were also supposed to do a centerpiece as well. And then the park. Yeah. So this is quite a nice park entrance. Let's go.
Yeah, it's quite different. It would have been something before.
Yeah, but the way you've integrated it, it's not like your typical park entrance. Like it's more of an integration to the scenic walk that we're going on that takes you into the Tiki Resort. So I still feel immersed, and it's really cool.
Yeah. So there's a little Easter egg if you go that way, behind you.
Behind me?
Yeah, it's just a little short detour.
Oh, a fun walk. We going on a fun
FSF
tour?
Ranger did the NX extra on the left-hand side, but if you look upwards,
the poor people. Oh, rads.
They're feral. Can you see there's a thing? So what's underneath that?
It looks like a platform lift.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. No looting. Oh, she's to lowers the crane?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Planko won't let you lower it. But you could take a look.
What do you mean? Can I lower the crane?
No.
But you want me to go up
Planko,
there?
but yeah.
You want me to pretend like the crane got lowered?
Yeah, you got a little.
So somebody finally lowered the crane. All these years we've been down there waiting. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. You found some loot.
Oh, you finally did. I asked you to do the power armor rack. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good.
Try and get it into the armor.
I don't know.
You found it.
I don't know about this. We're in. Let's go.
I thought it was nice just to have the little sound in there.
Yeah, but there's no fusion core. We're stuck. That's going to do it for this episode, you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
On a quest.
Somebody find me a power cord. We will return to this episode. Oh, shout out to FSF Ranger for making the T-45 armor. That is out of Planko pieces. It's insane.
Wow.
Should we show them just so they get?
Yeah. Oh. That's what happens. The wrong fusion core you put in.
That's the wrong fusion core.
And, yeah.
Okay, while I'm up here, can I
soak
soak up the view here? Oh, the Tiki Resort. Look at the parking lot there by Itsem. And there's the Raider Village, finally. Look at that. You got a little sewer down there. Can we actually go down there? Oh, that sewer looks cool.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely be able to go down there.
We still can't see the resort. We're kind of like hidden behind it. We're just going a little bit deeper and deeper. There's a little bit of a look of it. Wow.
So we can,
Alan, you did a really good job at filling in the in-between.
Yeah.
That empty space. This is quite freaking immersive. I'm actually taken back here. This is wild. That is a Fallout town over there. Very well done.
I'm sure there's quests over there, isn't there?
I'm sure there is.
Caps to be made.
Caps to be made. I like the little radiation sound over here. Is that in Planko?
No. No, it's added.
I could have sworn there was a sound like that in Planko.
There is. So that piece does actually have some, but it's not quite. It's not very loud. It's not very active. It just.
Look at the jukebox.
So, yeah, I did that little jukebox, and the TV.
Yeah, the TV's great too.
Wolf Comet did the nice the seat. It's the one that there you go. On Fallout 4.
Very cool. Wow, the Fallout extras are very rich. And you got a guard up there. And this is Fallout Hawaii, everyone. Oh my god.
So the big statue that we saw in the trailer, that is my centerpiece.
Let's go. This is Sir.Alan's centerpiece. The Tiki God. So this existed in this area of the resort before the war, right? Or is this built after as a tribute?
After. So this is a tribute to the image depicted in the poster that they idolized for hundreds of years.
Wow. Can we light his hair on fire? I guess not today.
I guess not today.
All right. Wow.
And then we have Red Panda's amazing Guardian ride.
Yeah, let's just hit them up one by one. The Guardian, this one's good. This was made by Red Panda. We got the builder signs. I like how your builder signs are fitted to that of the area of the park. Purple eyes, fire vision determined. And we got the Hula Girl. Let's go. Starship Rad coming in with the Hula Girl. We got a nice little flat ride up here.
Yeah.
We don't usually ride flat rides in park spotlights unless they're special, and every one of them has been made quite some special for, what was it, the flat ride aspect of the contest that went into building these parks.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about this plot is that we obviously had a big plan originally of like which shots and everything. And there we go, look, the purple eyes. Red Panda sent me a proof of concept to see if there's like room for it, and at the same time the person doing the shop wasn't able to do it, so this all got kind of transformed away from plan to make sure I could incorporate this.
Yeah, so to reiterate, this was originally a different plot that wasn't a flat ride.
Yeah.
Right.
Because once he showed me what he wanted to do, there's no way no way I couldn't put it in the park.
And we have all these different faces that do different shows while you're on the ride. It makes it feel like very much like a fun little Disney flat ride or something, you know? Like it's got something. There's a show to it. It's a little bit of depth.
Yeah.
Magical. And we have a fun. I remember this from when we originally watched it.
Yeah.
A nice little exit here. Who is the Guardian? And the faces. Very nice. And now we're coming out into the park at night. Am I supposed to click this?
Oh yeah, give it a go.
Give it a go. Oh.
Yeah. So Red Panda did some light activations there.
That's fun. Oh, they're having a party over here at the Rad Bar. Starship Rad. The Trade Winds Tiki Bar with the Hula Girl. Digging the music here. This guy's pissed off. Someone just took his caps. I've never seen a Planko guest mad. Have you? That was interesting. They've been here a while. Wow. The environmental storytelling is great, right?
Yeah, it's done such a good job in here.
And the TV again.
And everything, yeah. I did the little TV. Yeah, once I made
Isn't
that,
there
I
an
kind of added
upstairs? I remember going upstairs. Oh, there's some stairs over here.
Mm-hmm.
Spiral staircase. Those are always fun to do. That's sarcasm.
And after the last spotlights, there were updates, so added a lot of animatronics and things like that. Just
I think I remember saying add a couple skeletons in and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that even though I've seen some of these, they're gonna have some new visual updates because we did give people feedback and things like that, right? Is this the same? Oh, wait, what? Where am I now? How did I get over here?
So there's a few exits.
There's a bridge.
Actually, yeah, there's a bridge.
Oh, look at that. Wow, this is quite a vibe. The music everywhere. We got to go to the overpass coaster before we go a little deeper. It's further back, right?
Yeah, it's over this way.
Yeah.
I think while we're at it, we can maybe just stop by this. There's a trigger in front of this scenery piece.
Yeah, so this is the dancing god here, the ritual. Ooh. TikiChiki. I love how he does the hot dance on top of hot coals. It's amazing.
And this is by Zlee, or X-Lee. Zleo.
Zleo. Yeah, this is
I'm
great.
quite sure how to pronounce it. Yeah.
And there it is, the 4D coaster, the big Kahuna, which was, what did this say, interstate?
Yes.
I had to rip the sign apart for us to discover that.
Yeah.
It used to be the big Kahuna interstate sign. Do we go up this queue at night or day?
I reckon day because it's so jungly and we've got some nice sounds. So I think a day would be a good one.
And this coaster was built by Shockwave. Our first coaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and we're already an hour into the video. That is great. But we got here, and we are getting a coaster spotlight. Going through the jungle to the big Kahuna. Made by Shockwave, right?
Yeah. So during the spotlight, we saw it during the normal view. I think it would be good to have like a front bumper view, just because it's actually quite different experience.
I thought we did the front bumper.
We did the one where it wasn't like a forward-facing where you're following it like a traditional one.
Or was
Which would be a nice thing to do as well.
So why don't we do pick two views for me for day and night, and you choose what they are.
Okay, I'll tell you what. The daytime we can do like the front bumper view where it's facing forward, and then the night one we do the normal.
The spinner, the 4D.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just so the viewers can get a good idea of the space during the day, and then also the experience at night.
Look at that, we got to the top.
Yeah, it's really,
it's gonna be fun.
It's
every time we get to a new,
it?
it's a different angle, and it gives you a different perspective of the park. So daytime, you want front bumper. This is the big Kahuna made by Shockwave, an X Dimension 4D coaster. There's a look at the stats if you want to see them. 7 inversions on this. Let's freaking go. We're jumping straight over to the front bumper as requested. Let us go. Off we go. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just gonna quickly grab a drink. I'll be back before we're at the top of the lift. Well before we're at the top of the lift.
It's a long one. But during the normal view, you get an excellent view of the rear of the park.
I'm speeding it up. There's no triggers on this part. That is way... Okay, that should have been my feedback the first time. You can speed up the lift speed.
You can, but then you also get like the build-up of the music and everything. So when you actually get the
sure,
nicely timed.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, this is new.
Feels crazy.
I quite like this view.
Yeah, it feels really different, doesn't it?
Yeah. And
well, they did the smoothing and everything.
Yeah, and with the dip in the track like that, it's kind of trippy.
It's totally trippy. You're like upside down all the time.
Yeah. Wow. Let's go. Yo, I might prefer this. Good call, Alan. Yeah,
I'm glad it assisted because it is really different, isn't it?
It's way different.
Definitely an innovation for that.
Yeah, and let's show everybody what we're talking about. So we're gonna go back on this coaster, but before we do that, we're gonna flip it to night, and then we're gonna go regular old seat view.
I think the seat view. So this is one of the advantages of it taking so long, is that you get a nice time to have a look at the view in the distance.
Yeah.
TikiChiki Resort, the fine. I mean, now look at.
When we have music, Alan, you gotta shout, because I got the game sound up loud on purpose, because you have all this ambience throughout your park, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So just yell into your mic when there's music played.
All right.
But yeah, your Raider Town over there looks phenomenal from up here.
I know, it's really something.
This is kind of epic.
The skyline.
Yeah. Well done. Now the slow lift makes sense. We are high up. Let me just say that. Oh! What do you know? Spoiler!
Crystal ball moment.
The flames. Do Do a barrel roll. Nice. Oh. Yo, this is so much more epic in the park. My God. Wow. Wow, what a glorious moment. Oh, wow. Oh, twisting around, like almost hitting the car. Oh my God. Let's go.
Yeah, I just love what Shockwave has done with this plot.
Yeah.
Especially the intricacy and the complexity in the 3D volume of the plot. It's not just like going along the floor. It's like it's just filling the whole space, like
100%.
tall and width. So, and then as you say, with everything else around it, so you've got the full ambience. You don't feel you feel more enclosed in a good way, like you're really in a dense jungle.
Yeah, so again, for anyone that's just tuning in now that hasn't seen the whole kind of the contest building up to this moment, we rode this basically when it only had like, what, 6 other rides in the park?
Yeah.
We did each of the, like, there was no shops, it was just rides. We did the shops separately. So we've seen all the different components throughout this park, but we've never seen any components put together. So there was a moment when we were going up that lift when we first rode this ride. I was like, wow, imagine what it's going to look like to see the park there. And we get to live that moment right now, and it delivered. It hit hard, and that's why I'm making the comment, like, seeing it with the rest of the park is quite glorious, because so much has gone into building each of the different components that, you know, seeing it with the rest of the park is quite a shock wave even, one would say. Whereas, like, it's something we don't give...
So we switch to the day.
This is an exit for a different ride?
That is, yeah. So I added that just to make sure.
What's
that
Destiny?
It's a Destiny on this one on the left hand side.
Oh, it's the Ferris wheel
in front of us. So that has been modified since the spotlight. So.
I asked for more color too.
Yep, color, wood. It's so Glacier has done a Stalin Ovation job on this as well, because it's it's kind of like a mix of both worlds, which I like, because it's it looks like it's been. Was destroyed and added to just using what's available, but still Tiki.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I was asking for a little bit more of that Tiki, and we're getting a little bit of that Tiki.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these are the worst rides in all of the game to ride.
Yeah,
and we got the ivy growing up there.
Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like the changes. Well done. Who did the Destiny ride?
Glacier.
Gotcha.
He's one of our legend builders.
Nice. And just for immersion,
really
I'll give you guys... Yeah. Oh, hello, that was kind of creepy. She's just staring at us.
He just appeared there out of nowhere.
I know. She didn't think anything of it. Where'd she go?
Oh, that's a ghoul.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And then we get another look at the park there and the 4D coaster outside.
It's like, about the same height.
Very nice. All right, that is enough of the Ferris wheel for one day. Let's go check out the rest of the park. Where's my exit? There was an exit for Destiny. Which side am I getting off? Over here. All right.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, my
a couple pipes are bursting.
Out moment, but I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome
so
back.
we've got a nice little, kind of like nook exit that we can go through.
This is quite scenic. You added all that ambience as well, right?
Yeah. So those are real recordings that I did from Singapore.
Wow. That's going the extra mile. What's this?
Yeah, no.
Ambience? That's an accident. Somebody dropped their Pip-Boy. That's what that is. Saved it.
Oh, it's all deliberate, yeah. Imagine it's
That's an accident. All right, so we already saw the Trade Winds bar at night. There's a look at it at daytime. Quite a vibe.
Behind this one is the coffee shop.
Oh, this was one of my favorites. I think I picked this as a favorite from the episode.
Yeah, I think you did.
We picked our favorites, and it was mainly because of this. Look at the scene here. Is that not Fallout? Come on, guys.
It's amazing.
This guy in the corner.
This is by Watson Up, and they really blew us away with the immersion.
Oh, we got more audio tapes. I like it.
Unit has been successfully carrying out its primary function
I like her
for
dress.
over 200 years. How may I assist you today?
I would like a Roachicino. Didn't they have a fun name for one of the coffees?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they're squeezing rad roaches back there.
I think they are. It's not
Or
the tastiest, but it'll do.
It's not a grilled
There you go.
bean, but it's a grilled rad roach.
Needs must.
It's an individual piece just flipped upside down, put there on the grill. It's amazing. Oh, it's so good. The doors are upside down, aren't they? I'm getting confused. That's a high doorknob. Wait.
And it's actually got a little bit, upstairs as well.
Oh, the music. Where's that music coming from?
Behind you.
Oh, it's so good. I don't want to set the world on fire.
And these are from Jarrow's build, so, yeah.
I still want to call him Yarrow.
Like using them. And we got a little extra. This
I
was,
remember this.
I believe it was Wolf Comet, yeah.
Aww. Hey,
Oh,
is this
I hope
the
I'm doing
hospital?
attribution. This is the hospital, yeah.
It got
looks
a
different now
facelift.
because it's just so enclosed now.
But
and,
this is new, isn't it?
The creator Wolf Comet updated it. So yeah, this
Good
is
job.
This is new.
The changes are fantastic.
Yeah. If you look on the left-hand side, like on the wall, they've added more. Yeah, look at this.
And they got a little jukebox.
And they did.
He's
they
got a
provided jukebox.
condition. You just say that and pass over it like it was nothing. He's got a condition. Oh, that's great. This guy's getting a little ghoulish. He needs his shots.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So if you look on just behind you, there's like a little bit of decoration on the side of the hospital, on the left-hand side, on the exterior.
Oh.
I think they're higher up. Like a bit above, maybe? Yes, there's more. Yeah, there you go. So
Look at these little
added more
greeblies.
details.
Very fun. The ambience is kind of insane in this park, Alan.
And we've got the pier on the other side, so they can have like some water deliveries.
Right. How can I not walk through there? We're going bushwhacking.
Yeah, I think you have highlighted actually that there isn't a proper path to it, so it's just kind of there.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you were in the building, right, you could go through the building.
Yeah, we have to just pretend that there is actually a proper
suspend your belief.
way.
Very nice. Yeah, this looks not only facelifted and there's a little bit of a path over here.
Yeah.
Sort of. You need to trim a few bushes.
Hopefully they get stung.
The
by
updates
that.
are great, and the integration is fantastic as well. Mask's fantastic. So in Planko, traditionally, it's Hat's fantastic. Oh, look at the drapes blowing there.
Yeah, it's really good effect.
It's
really
very
makes
cool
it feel,
in here.
Yeah, it really makes it kind of with all the fans and everything, it makes it feel a little bit warm, like you need the cooling.
Little flower there, love it.
And there is an update to that build on the front. Just on there
Old
because
Coaster Steve.
We asked for an update on there, so there's a bit more of a few designs of these masks.
Masks fantastic. Love to see it.
The music we can hear is Chant's wonderful Fizzy Bar.
Fizzy Bar, named after my cat. Did you know my cat's name is Fizzy?
Oh, is it? I remember now, but then I didn't pick up on that. So,
Well,
So,
you just learned.
is-
You just learned something about your park.
Yes. So this got third place, I think, in the contest. Very well deserved. It's an amazing entry.
Third
So you can
place.
see
That
there's,
is right.
It's got a bit of a radioactive bit there.
Mm-hmm. No, this build is phenomenal. Look at the radiation sounds. Did you add that in, or did she?
I did.
Well now, ain't you a sight? Looks like you've had more than just a run-in with the bottle. What's a fella gotta do to end up drinking himself into the ground instead of enjoying these wonderful facilities?
It's Goron, all of it. My guard, my caps, that damn holotape, everything. We were just trying to see what that holotape was talking about.
So this, guard, he ran off with your money?
No, it was a rad scorpion. We never saw it coming. and snatched him and dragged him off. Poor guy was carrying all my caps, my entire life savings. But that's not what really matters. It's that damn holotape.
Holotape, huh? Sounds like it may be something worth hearing.
Yeah, a Brotherhood of Steel scribe recorded it. Talked about some kind of energy source at the ruins. I listened to it a few times, figured it'd lead to something valuable. There was a part about where he buried something. Problem is,
are we going
I
on a
can't
treasure
remember what
hunt?
He said, and I'm not going back to that
Oh, I
place.
don't know. It sounds a bit like
Buried
a quest.
something. Now that sounds important.
God damn it, Alan.
An energy source.
You know I
He
hate
kept
these
saying
puzzle
something about
quests.
it's safe. It would change everything or something like that.
I'm not voting for you anymore.
But the tape has the answers.
So, this holotape's just lying out there somewhere?
It was on my guard when that rad scorpion took him. We had just made it to the ruins when we were attacked. It's a bright orange holotape. It should be easy to spot if you know what you're looking for.
And you never found out what this energy source was?
Never got that far. After what happened, well... But if you want to go after it,
I mean,
be my guest.
he did stop by here, so
might still be worth
his
a look.
ambitions may
If
have
it's
fallen
valuable
down a
enough to
little.
bury, it's valuable enough to find.
The ruins aren't hard to find, but without that holotape, you're walking blind. You can only play that holotape at the old nuclear launcher. So when you find it, you'll have to carry it with you to the console there. You find that tape, maybe you'll find your fortune and some good will
Sound
come
of
of this.
enthusiasm.
Don't care.
Favors the brave.
I'd quest denied.
Or so they say. Maybe
On the left-hand side, there, what's the bartender saying? There's no quest from the bartender. is
So if I got that right, we have to find a holotape and bring it to a nuclear site.
there? Oh, it's something. Yeah, something to bear in mind.
And welcome to the Fizzy
Bear.
Bar, home of the legendary Rad Tie.
Rad tie.
Hey, kick back, toss off those flip-flops, and pull
Is
up a
that
coconut
Chant?
chair, friend.
It is.
Everyone's Ohana here.
I shan't.
As long as you're still breathing, that is. Feel free to plop down wherever. Oh, except near the back room. We, never quite got all the radiation scrubbed out. The glowy critters back there? Yeah, they're not doing the hula. They're more likely snacking on somebody's skull. Definitely not the kind of luau you want a front row seat to.
Are these bubbles added in?
First drinks on the house.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
And those glowing ice cubes, they're just part of the island charm. And probably won't turn you into a mutant, but we don't make any guarantees.
Chant looks different than I remember. That's great.
So I'm glad that she provided a nice little extra voice for this.
How do we climb up to the roof again?
It's from the outside on the other, like if you go, like, effectively it's behind you, like the other side of the building, there's a little ladder.
Yeah, it's quite a vibe over here.
Here we are. You can just have a little chill.
Oh, and I think there was something I forgot to mention during the original spotlight. My pineapple plant.
Oh.
And I told her to put an umbrella in there. It's supposed to be like a pineapple drink. You know, you cut the top off a pineapple, put some stuff in there, and a little umbrella. Yeah. I told Chant I liked it, and she stuck a little umbrella in there for me. And, wait, have we been here yet? Yeah, that's the back of the coffee shop. Everything looks different from every single angle that you actually start to second guess if you've been here or not. I hear people getting stuck. Hey-yo! Did you trap them in the bar? This guy's worshipping the tiki.
I didn't.
Hopefully I didn't. Who knows? It's Fallout.
So this is by Jawa, the Divine Ascent.
Divine Ascent. And this one I was looking forward to seeing the view of the park. And in fact, I believe this one won, didn't it? In the contest. Did it?
It's, no,
I feel like it did.
I don't know why I can't think.
I remember putting footage of it in. Got like 3rd place or something, I think.
It was definitely top 3.
Well, nobody's here, so I'm putting it in test mode. Oh, somebody just got off. What? Oh, it just wasn't full. What's my best seat?
Go to any old seat. So I've added music onto this.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, here we go. Time to ascend. Oh, look at this, Alan. Yo. There's that damn sequencer again.
Oh, it's not for the... yeah. Should be in.
Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, there wasn't enough time. We go up again. Wait for it. Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely an epic tower ride.
It's amazing. Wow. Divine, one would say. Oh, it does it a third time. I should have gone at night. My bad. Oh, wait. Pause, please. You never knew anything happened. We're here. It's night. Look around. Fall! Very nice. Worth it. And this one has some fun tiki faces on the way out. Look at these little guys.
So I've reused some of those in different places.
Nice.
Yeah, add some color.
And it goes right underneath
really
the
nice.
rad bar. What a nice way to integrate the two. Man, this turned out so cohesive. And the music again. I always tell people you gotta remember about the ambience in your park, and you did not forget that.
Really,
Alan's been
really
taking
important.
notes over what I've been critiquing over the last decade? It's been almost a decade.
This is,
I was gonna say past few years, then I'm like, wait, decade, right? Yeah. Coming up
So
on.
that sets up the lights. So if we, I think once we set up, once we...
Oh, I thought it was
if we
another
view this in
holotape.
both yeah, it's not holotape.
Bum, 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 bum. Chair swing. The chair swing tournament. Oh, we're falling through walls. That never happened.
So
Okay.
I think what I love about this is just like how complex and it seems really big, but and yet claustrophobic inside. We said it was like a TARDIS before.
A TARDIS.
Like a Doctor Who TARDIS.
Yeah, it's small on
Seems
the
bigger
outside, big on the inside.
Yeah.
Look at that grizzly guy. I
And
love
there's
it.
Captain Swizzer's done a sequencer for that mask, so we did neglect to I neglected to advise playing it beforehand, so we can do that now.
Do I have to get? Is it part of the ride, or do I have to get off and push it?
You have to push it.
Okay.
It's just on the bottom, just in front of it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh. The Tiki God is mad. Oh. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Sequencers everywhere in this park. My goodness. It's going to be a battle of the sequencers, I think. when we look at all the parks combined. Oh, wow. All right, I don't know how to get out, so I'm running out here.
Yeah, that'll do.
What is this?
This is something that you haven't seen. So, as we talked about in the last contest, there was one plot that didn't come to fruition for
this coaster looks like squid arms.
It does. Yeah.
Like the little suction cups of a tentacle. What? How?
It does it, which is deliberate. So
nobody's ever done that before.
A creator stepped up to provide this, and they have. So this is
wow.
It would have been like a pre-war, but it's been done up. So in Hawaiian mythology, there's Kane and Kanaloa, who are two significant deities, and Kane, which is the one. Well, I'll point that out. That's like the god of creation, sunlight, life, the sky. So, yep.
Is there also a coaster that I haven't seen?
Yeah. Two coasters. This is a dueling coaster.
Was it not submitted in time, or was it added as an extra?
So the
sorry,
the
I'm
coaster didn't
interrupt.
Yeah, so in terms of why there wasn't a coaster before, it didn't come to fruition for the contest, and a different creator stepped up. So this all happened after the last. So,
and then the god.
This is a dueling coaster. What you're seeing there is Kanaloa, which is linked to the ocean, the underworld, and winds.
Yeah.
And Kane is the other. So this is a dueling coaster of like these two deities in Hawaiian mythology.
Who did the octopus thing?
So this is by. It's a funny word that
Swizzer?
I probably won't pronounce right. Yeah, Swizwig.
Oh, Swizzwig.
Swizzwig.
I think
So
we called.
they
I think
did
we
a,
landed on Sizwidge.
Sizwidge, that'll do. So they did something in Chance Park as well.
Yeah, Sizwidge. That idea using the roller wheel drive tire coaster as a octopus
is quite ingenious.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
So I recommend this one that we're going down now, maybe at 5:45 p.m., which is quite specific, but it's like it's where it's still kind of light, but the lights are still on.
Okay.
So it just adds a nice ambience.
Gotcha.
Or is it? Oh, actually, sorry. I think it's the other one. The other side that it was meant to be. So we could watch this one at day, and then watch the other one at night, if that's okay.
That is absolutely okay. So it is the Hop the Tracks roller coaster from the looks of things, right? Hop the Gaps.
Yep. And they're connected, so I guess is it the best thing to do either to just cancel it, put it into thing, or just there you go, it's here, so we can.
Oh, you swapped out the car. It's the car from the RMC.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So they used the mods to.
I say we ride this at the back, looking forward.
Yeah.
Let's go. One of my favorites. All right, Sizwidge coming through with a coaster that I forgot there were a few people that like dropped out or didn't finish their plot, or we didn't give them to some people in time. With that being said, I think that's the case for almost all of the parks. So there's a bunch of fun extras for me to look forward to that I didn't quite remember.
Yeah.
So this is one of them, and it's a dueling coaster, so double the fun. And this is what is that? Magic wands?
It is.
Oh.
And so this is Kane, the god of creation.
Nice. From the ashes we create. Ashes of creation.
You can see now he's holding it in his hand.
I see that. He hasn't trimmed his nails in a few thousand years. Oh, this was the best view. Oh. Wait, it's a Hop the Gaps RMC? I am so confused. I think that's a first. This is supposed to be like a family coaster. This is intense.
It is, yeah, very tense. There is music applied, but it does the same thing on mine. It just Planko doesn't play it all the way through on this particular ride. Maybe because it's modded or something.
You even lift, bro? Ah, look at the tenty guy up there. Oh, for the other lift. Very smart. Sizwidge. Oh. They look exactly like tentacles. I can't believe no one's ever thought of that.
A very creative use of that, isn't it?
Amazing.
Not much of a coaster now. Very fast.
Wow. Well, since it's a Hop the Gaps, may I stay on theme and hop over to the other one? Where's the other one?
Yep.
Oh, there's a bridge connecting them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. I didn't need to do that. My bad. Okay.
And so this one is
5:45.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Oh. It's an angry squid. I like the integration. They're wrapping around each other's coasters.
Yeah, and it's in a beach ride. And then I think the lighting is really interesting. And a good view of the moon.
Yeah, that's amazing. There's a lot of really good compositions in this park. Well done, Alan. Well done. And well done to everyone who contributed to Alan's compositions.
I've got to hand it to all the community for really pulling out all the stops and embracing the thing.
This is only half of the park. Whoa, what was that? Something broke. That kind of scared me. It like hitched and hit a trim brake. It made it feel like the coaster broke. Very, very well done. Sizwidge!
Yeah.
Sidgwick.
Maybe that feeling of the break-in is like where it's still post-apocalypse. Maybe it will.
I have to make a comment here because if I understand this, Sidgwick, we reviewed their incomplete coaster.
Yes.
And on Chance Park, and they didn't know about that they were registered to do it until the last week. And so they started putting something together that we reviewed like half of it because it was incomplete. And then I found out at the same time that they're simultaneously building this for you.
Yeah.
And then I messaged them after and I was like, are you going to be able to finish both of these coasters in like a week or two? Because that's the deadline for these parks. And he's like, hopefully. And this is what Sidgwick did. Two coasters.
And furthermore, I think this was the space of a week.
Yeah, because what I'm going to be seeing here from Chance Park is hopefully just as spectacular as this, and they didn't put all the effort into just one park. But if this is a sign of what they did in Chance Park, I'm pretty excited. And if that wasn't enough praise and surprise, Sidgwick was, I think, an unranked or builder.
Yeah, builder.
We took a chance on them, and wow! I think every single person we took a chance on, all these people at low ranks or never built anything before, they have delivered. Oh, now we're at the beach. Welcome to the beach. Totally not radioactive. And this is where they do some rituals. There's no meat left on those bones.
Yummy. Yeah.
And this one was, if I'm not mistaken, Legend. Yeah. You did a great job making all these places feel very Fallout-y with the music.
Yeah, I really like the
fishing rods. What are these?
All of the details
jackets.
that Legend put into this. Just like with the build that he did in Fayum, it's really good job.
Absolutely.
Like the old style, like.
You're making me want to play Fallout.
Is it a Fallout or Fallout Hawaii? That's the question.
There were some modders working on a Fallout Miami mod. And last but not least in this area of the park, if I'm not mistaken, is the hula spin ride, correct?
Yeah. Yep, called The Last Resort by Starship Brad. And
we really adored this spinning coaster. We gave it a lot of high praise. Yeah. So I think we can go up here first because there's like a little something up here. Is that right?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of little nooks and crannies around.
Yeah. Am I baiting myself down an exit? I don't know.
So what you've done is you've taken a shortcut into the actual queue, but not through the entrance queue. Although.
Well, we'll check it out. We're here. We'll take a look around.
Exactly.
But the main feature here, as you saw, there's a 2D hula girl. Now we got a 3D hula girl. And the music. You added music.
This was actually the music before. So I think what's happened is that there was a new music. This was changed to like a vintage song. And I think because you already had the old one, it didn't replace, and so maybe that's what the thing was.
We're missing a vintage song? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean it was changed to vintage. This was what we played in the spotlights. But it's fine. It's okay.
I would have preferred a vintage song. Oh well. TikiChiki. The spin control, as you notice, it directs your attention to all of the builds. The pools, the resort, everything that you would want to turn your head and look at. In the middle, the spinning coaster is doing for you. Another pool. It's brilliantly well controlled. I mean, absolutely phenomenal job on this. And now we can see the rest of that park there. And look at those coconuts.
Infamous coconut.
No, they are not infamous. They are famous.
We could. I mean, it's up to you. We could do the vintage one if you were to
Holy coconuts.
copy it over as a different file name. We could reattach it with a different file name and then play that at night or something. But
let me see if I can work that out. Ah, is that it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I can hear it.
All right. How do I? How should I ride this one? Let's go to the back.
Yeah.
But then how do I... Yeah, let's try this.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
Now we got the vintage song, as intended. Hello. Whee! Oh, she sings about coconuts.
Yep.
How fitting. We love the coconuts.
We know.
Now I know why you had to get me to put the song on. Oh, hold me close. Tiki to those coconuts. Oh, adorable. There's some more stuff down here, right? Like a drink shop or something?
So, yeah, this one is souvenirs behind us, and there's extra scenery.
Look at that. We got to go back today and take a gander here. Boom. Oh, what a beautiful resort. One of the challenges with this build was originally Alan's like, I got a hill here. That's a plot. I was like, really? And holy moly, did that turn out great. Because now you have to cascade every single thing you do in layers down a mountainside. Run that down there, a spinning coaster at that. Starship Rad killed it. Absolutely killed it. And I believe they won a game for doing this, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, they got a special award. So it was like a custom kind of shout out from each park. A special being like the Fallout SPECIAL, that kind of one. So this one, I think it wasn't in the top 3, but it was definitely like, yeah, it was just such a stunning composition.
Right. All right, very well done on that, Starship Rad. And does that conclude our Tiki tour? Are we getting back on the highway? Holy good googly moogly. Well, your main attraction could take was a 25-minute ride, so that really extended that. But this half of the park was a full-on hour-long spotlight, which is comparable to that of...
Oh, that's where they are. Okay, they're getting stuck
comparable
there.
to that of other mega parks that we featured in the past. And what's impressive to say about that, we've spent an amazing... How do I get back up to the highway?
Yeah, through that.
We've spent an amazing, immersive, atmospheric, ambient 90 minutes in this side of the park alone. That is impressive when you consider that with the community's help, Sir.Alan put this park together and designed this park in only 3 months. And
yeah, it's been such a fast turnaround. It's really amazing.
I would love to hear what people have to say about this in the comments below. If this feels like one of the most detailed and atmospheric parks that they've ever been to, and you know, a lot of the parks that are this big and this sprawling, this detailed, atmospheric, all the things I just said, generally we see people going, I've been working on this park for 3 years, you know, and for it to look and feel and sound this good and be done in 3 months, it's insane. Right? Absolutely insane. So now we're crossing into what you call the radar, or the raider part of the park, or I guess like the more post-apocalyptic. It's less tiki, more people going out rebuilding the wasteland kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna let Alan do the debrief, but I need to step away for 5 minutes, so we're gonna do a jump cut and continue the second half of the tour in just a second. Okay. Is there a name to this side of the town? I think I just saw a sign there.
Yeah, there is a sign. So you'll see it as we get-
Shakedown? Shacktown?
It is Shaketown.
Shake it.
So this nice little highway patrol thing, that was Starship Brad again. So he's done a lot of different contributions to the park.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the dead guy there.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
Wait, this wasn't here before.
No, so that's technically that's the spawn point. So they come in from there and then they go there.
Shakedown. Let me see this sign.
This sign is done by FSF Ranger.
This looks like a little face. You see it?
Oh yeah, it does actually. Yeah.
It's a little emoji face. I thought he was like the train conductor. Whoop, whoop. Oh, that's where my brain goes. That's amazing. Shakedown.
So FSF Ranger did this amazing sign. I put forward into the Discord like options for what could we call the town.
Okay.
And FSF Ranger came up with Shaketown. And
Shaketown.
so the lore around it is that before the war, the Punch Bowl crater in Hawaii became a nuclear silo, and then the inhabitants went to that location because there was so much scrap. It quickly developed a nickname of Punch Bowl Shakedown, which then became Shaketown.
Shakedown, 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 the shakedown. Yeah. I like it. So I just wanted to go derail a little bit to show off Sam's amazing parking lot that they built. They did not win in the contest. They did not win a prize, but they hadn't contributed. He kind of disappeared for a while and came back and then boom, hit up some Planet Coaster. And I think I picked this as my personal favorite during the scenery contest. And I was super sad to not see it get any awards or medals and prizes, but it did get my favorite pick for the episode. And I just wanted to take another look at it here, but just a fun fact, when it came to the voting, I did vote for this creation. So it's Sem, you won me over with this parking lot, when a lot of times I kind of meme and joke that like, why you guys spend so much time on these parking lots? And then I just so happen to fall in love with this parking lot. I just kind of the irony of it all. It's kind of fun. Oh, it's one of these personal shelters. That's great. They never work. They're always dead inside.
Yeah, they're a scam.
It's a scam.
All part of the law.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, there was such fierce competition in that it, it didn't win, but it still doesn't take away from how amazing that car park is.
Yeah, and speaking of amazing, this dam.
This is Themeworks. Yeah, we're walking through a Themeworks building just now.
Wow, look what you did with the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, the dam did win. I think first place or something, or at least top 3.
It definitely top 3. I think it was second place. Behind Captain Swizz's.
And look at all this stuff back here. Now we got FSF's Rangers. Ride there.
The Smelter. Yeah,
the Smelter.
It's really now that you've got all of the rest of the viewpoints and everything, it's really coming together nicely.
This is so cool, dude. Yeah, we're finally walking the highway. What a good moment. Opportunities and caps ahead at Shakedown. This will feel... Oh, there it is! It's mine! Mine! This was my favorite extra. The Cosmic Caravan. Where's the Brahmin?
On the right.
What the hell? We got a Hippo Brahmin. Wait, where's the actual Cosmic Brahmin?
So the Cosmic Brahmin, the way it's integrated is like...
It's in there.
Yeah, it's like it's his brand. Like he's good.
All right, nice, I'm not mad at it.
Cosmic.
It's cute.
So I would definitely want to keep it, but then just for the, I think for the tone, the actual Brahmin is then this particular one.
Oh, another quest.
Oh, it's not a quest.
A wanderer. I can always tell. You've just got that look about you, So, what's your poison?
Do I?
An upgraded 10mm to keep the rad roaches at bay? Or maybe you're in the market for something a little brighter? Like a laser rifle? Take your time, friend. No rush. It'll be a while.
Nah, I was never a laser weapon kind of guy. I like the handguns. Yeah, the 10mm.
Yeah, overpowered ones.
10mm is like the first weapon you got in Fallout 2. You got the leather jacket, the 10mm pistol. I still can remember the icon of the 10mm pistol from Fallout 2. A little bit of a shame that they didn't bring those classic iconic inventory icons from the previous games, and now they're just these, you know, green screens with names, right?
Yeah.
My favorite part of a lot of the Fallout stuff before Bethesda took over the IP was the artistry, just the art of all the icons and stuff. But yeah, Fallout 2 is amazing. And Shaketown is also kind of like a Fallout 2 kind of a vibe. They had a junk town, and yeah, this kind of gives me those vibes. Junktown. Is there something over here? Oh, this is the farm. We gotta show off the farm.
Yeah, we can go to the Sharp Farm.
Yeah, because this is like a scenery piece that's tucked off to the side as background scenery. I like how you kind of took a pathway down here, because it's not really something that the guests can walk to or intended to, but it tells a story. Is this a thing?
That's part of the rain.
Okay. Yeah, but it tells a story, like how does this town, you know, get their food and stuff. And here's like a very clever thing. They did the rain catcher, and this thing's catching all the rain, and then it's using that to water the crops and vegetables.
Yep.
But there's also some fusion cells in here. What is this? Power core?
Yeah, it's like power core.
Oh, so they generate the power here with that. But yeah, there are people camping out here that work here, and they have fun little rooms and stuff. There's an atom bomb that dropped here. Amazing. There's so many great details to this farm. Sweet Farm. Yeah, this was a very, very good build. And I think this one in a top 3 as well.
Yeah.
It feels so much different now with the surrounding environment. Like,
it
really
feels
feels...
kind of a little bit empty perhaps before, but not the farm, but the surrounding area.
Yeah, now it feels like an integral pass, like something you could explore and find in a Fallout type game. I love it. Go off the beaten path a bit. It's like a settlement. Very, very cool. And who did that? It was Jaro again, wasn't it?
It was Jaro, yeah.
I think the sign was here. Built by Jaro. Very nice. All right, let's head into the second half of the park. Yeah, you originally came up with this idea of splitting your park in two, and I was like, oh, that seems ambitious, because Alan had, when we designed this designer idea. Wait a second. Can I just jump over here for a sec? Why didn't I not see this?
Well, I was going to come to this. So this was by McKay. So, you know, McKay did the skyscrapers. Yeah, surprise. There's no path directly to this from there, but it's meant to be accessed.
That looks amazing.
Yeah. So I was going to...
luxury tiki huts.
Yeah, so there's obviously that luxury resort, and then there's these luxury friendly, sustainable huts, but still retro futuristic. I love the design. Yeah, like,
and it really brings together the island. It's nice.
Yeah. So if you imagine in Fallout, how would they go about making something that is futuristic and sustainable and tiki? So this is kind of that vision. So it's still, it's a good blend of both.
It looks great.
Styles.
And there's a little house over here, or it's a boat. Okay. To my previous point, though, the designers that were designing these parks had the same amount of things. So like 6 shops or whatever it was, 6 to 10 shops, 4 flat rides, 4 coasters. We had a limit to what we were allowing to build these parks. And Alan choosing to put half of them over there and half of them over here and bridge all the in-between stuff and, a couple things here and there along the way, really stretched out and spread him thin in terms of opportunities. But in some ways, it also just made this park feel that much bigger, because you did fill the space and you did bridge the gap, and those were the concerns that I had with it. In some ways, you kind of gave yourself more work by doing so, but at the same time, what we're ended up with is 2 completely different themed areas in one overarching theme park, and you don't get that unless you do take a risk. So I definitely think Alan's risk paid off. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but very, very fun, and well done, Alan.
Welcome to... Is perfectly safe. Welcome.
Perfectly safe.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Warning.
Disregard the mess. Care to wet your whistle. Try coldest drinks in the wasteland.
Little chef's hat.
That's adorable.
Thirsty partner.
Thirsty.
Prepare for a
yeah, just in terms of this. Oh, sorry. There's this entrance.
One second. We're still here. Okay, go ahead.
So I wrote music for the background. It's kind of like not depressing, but it's that kind of slow, pulsating music just to kind of sell the theme. Plus there's extra ambience.
Yo.
A nice little, the recognizable trash can.
And you even have trash on the ground.
Yeah, and then I enabled the trash as per your suggestion. So I thought that actually was a good idea, because then it just
they litter everywhere.
Extra mess. Yeah, a bit of extra mess. This was V2 Raven's excellent build that we both raved about.
I gave them the Underdog Award for this.
And now you can actually see the go-karts from
Oh yeah,
so
let's do that. Oh my goodness. You're lucky that I have reshade, because for a second there I was like, wait, do I have reshade? Some of these assets are so kind of blandish. The TMTK, I don't know what it is about them. That's what it looks like without reshade. It really goes a long way to make a lot of these weird TMTK pieces pop, because they are pretty bland on their textures without it. It's kind of weird. And here we go to the balcony.
And then so now there we go. It's like perfectly integrated.
Let's go. Yeah.
So it's like it's the open area and facing this. So I think that both the creators, the Ready to Fall who did the go-karts, V2 Raven, communicated to make sure that they were aligned on what's been done.
Yeah, and they have like a little lap thingy up here. That's pretty cool. And we'll be able to see this when we go on the go-karts. Now, the go-karts were so well done because they're so immersive and they put junk everywhere that you almost didn't even see outside of the park when you were in them. You know what I mean? They were already so integrated, but there will be the tall towers behind and the shop next to it, and it will be extra immersive than it was before. Just another layer, right? Yeah. So I still definitely look forward to seeing that while we go on to them. Well, why don't we go check them out since we're here?
Okay, let's do that. So this is
the medical bay. Did we get any?
Late.
We did get some feedback on that, and I see some changes with the lights being dimmed down.
Yeah. And we've got a little extra clinic outside.
We got more sequencers.
Ah, you poor thing. Not far from becoming feral? It looks like you've been through a death claws thus and back.
Hey!
Don't worry, we've got plenty of Radaway and even some of that serum to keep the feral at bay. Why don't you take a seat and have a look?
I'll have a seat in a go-kart. How about that?
Yeah.
Here we go. All these amazing builds. And you can see how much thematically different they are, while both sides having the essence of a Fallout style universe. It's really quite cool how this all turned out. All right, we'll do one lap a day, one lap at night like we did before. Wreckage Racers is the name of the game here. I think this is the best seat, right? I can spin it around a little bit and follow behind. Wreckage Racers. Actually, let's hop back a few seats. Let's go to 5. That's fitting, right? Number 5, Mr. Pink Hair. Let's go. Look at all of this.
No, it's just it's next level.
I'm pretty sure this placed top 3 or got an award or something.
It
or both.
Did. Yeah, 3rd.
Wow. Yeah, this is just bananas. It gives me a lot of Mad Max vibes, this one.
Yeah.
And that's the that song from the, what's the flat ride called?
Gears of Fear?
Gears of Fear, yeah. It's very Mad Maxy. Oh. So gnarly. Okay, we'll pause it and then we'll switch to nighttime. And then why don't I also see if I can get a more intimate view? Let's actually do seat. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, nice with the lights.
Yeah, this is really cool. We didn't do this view the first time around. Yeah.
It's like...
And this is the only part of the road you ever see, so we have to like point that out that this go-kart track, where's the track? It's all covered up, and that really helps elevate the immersiveness. It's kind of insane.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really...
And all the flames.
Yeah, next level with all of the... I want to say realism, people will pick me up on that, but just that, yeah, let's say immersion instead.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, atmosphere. It's really possible you really feel like you're close and, you know, potentially hitting stuff or something. So, yeah, really, he did such a great job on that.
And the flames were coming from the band. You'll see that if...
Yeah. It's like a Mad Max film movie, isn't it?
Pain Train, or whatever they call them. The, what was that thing
War
called?
Boys.
Yeah, the War Boys, but they would ride in their, I don't remember what their vehicles are.
Yeah.
War machines? I don't know. War bands? I don't know. They were awesome. It's on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, that was made by...
That's Ready to Fall.
Ready to Fall. There you go. Thank you. And this is a little look of things at nighttime.
Yeah, Death Tower has been updated since we looked at it.
Can I like go up and look at it?
Yeah, you can.
Or we don't go up it, do we? Like,
it's a ride. Oh, yeah, you don't go up that bit. It's just.
But this all has been updated. The rebar, the smashing of the stairs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see the difference.
Make it a bit less.
Some floors are
more
larger, some are smaller. It makes it feel a lot more natural.
Yep.
Very good. I like the fact that this, like, you know, we give people feedback, and sometimes I see this in the comments. They're like, one or two people will be like, this is why I don't participate in contests, because we give feedback, which can often be, some people take criticism and look at it as a negative thing, when we are trying to provide feedback from a constructive point of view. It is criticism, but it's constructive. And pretty much every builder in this community that they took that feedback, and they made their builds way better as a result. So I tend to think we got to give ourselves a pat on the back for giving good and helpful feedback, because we definitely see people elevate their work, and as a result, we have things like the Underdog Award and things like that, where builders, they got better by listening to the feedback. And so I hope, you know, they are, you know, learning, and that is the whole reason for it. It's not like, you know, we're not slapping you over the wrist, we're trying to get you to learn. And as a result, I think people have done a fantastic job at taking to that feedback and you know, improving as a result. And it's been really nice to see, and exciting as well, because now that we're revisiting the park, you're like, oh, so-and-so updated this or that, and it's exciting to revisit their creations. Yeah, and it's like fresh, and it's new, and it gives us something to look forward to. So that must be just as exciting for the builder that, you know, went back to the drawing board and took another stab at it, because now they get that, you know, that second feature and that pat on the back, to the point where I can't critique it anymore, right?
Yeah, two spotlights. So it's good all round. Yeah, we, as you say, it's really great to see how people evolve their builds and progress.
Absolutely.
And, as you say, take on a different perspective and just implement that without, in a really creative way. So
yeah,
well done. And this is Mew Mew Mew. This is the creator.
Mew Mew Mew. Love to see it, Mew Mew. Wow, there it is.
Yeah, it's really something.
Tower versus tower. There's a tower exactly adjacent from us.
And so this is the site of that nuclear silo. So this is what the explanation for that tower.
But we didn't find the disc.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That is something you can bear in mind. That's just all little seeds for thinking.
How dare you? Oh, how dare you?
You've got all of the sort of Fallout style consoles in there, and then we've got.
Yeah, sorry, I probably didn't take a good enough look at that.
Yeah, so there's like little generators behind. Just if you keep going, there's like a nice kind of Fallout style terminals.
So where does this holotape go? You're gonna make me look for it 3 hours later?
It's not here. Oh, it's not here.
Oh.
It's it was taken by a bad scorpion, I'm afraid.
Wait, is it?
So
Is
maybe
this?
you'll find a red scorpion.
Okay. Is this quest actually completable?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's not a difficult one. It's just.
Remember, I spent like 3 hours on a puzzle quest one time, and
Oh, it's nothing like that, no.
I hated
Nothing
life.
like that.
But we actually beat it. It was. I think we. Yeah.
I think I remember that.
I think we did it on stream.
We're now looking at the Raider Barbecue by Sammy Newts.
I don't know if I should stay at night or day. I'm liking the atmosphere at night.
I think night is a good one for this
Yeah.
because of the light.
It's really nice, and look at that. Uranium
it's
Fever
now-
looks incredible.
Yeah, now that you've got both. And there you go, got another radio. Have a little relax with your
These radios are amazing.
with the little rad scorpion steaks. So if you look to the right now, it's kind of like this is like turn the camera, yeah, like this. I think this is the killer view for the. Maybe zoom out a little bit, and then for the plot, it's like, yeah, this is my favorite view. Just seeing all of the details. I
And
really
that
like the
building
way
behind it, and a satellite to
Yeah.
the left. The composition of all these elements combined
Yeah.
together.
Absolutely, I really like how Sammy Newt. It's not just like a box of a building. It's like there's bits of building, but then there's like this framework, and it's just a very creative, variation in textures and design elements. I really like how it came together.
100%. Very nice build. And
And then
this
we
had
have-
this was like a trade alley, right?
Yeah,
Or wait,
so this
is
is
this
good at
it?
night as well. Yeah, it is. So it's a bit further up.
Oh, but this
on
is-
the left is this is a flat ride, so we can come back to this maybe just after going through the
Okay. I see what you're saying.
just a little bit further up, and then to look at the market, and then we can come back to
Gotcha.
go on those.
And then we have
So this is waffles.
the Nuka balloons. Did we
Yeah.
get a Nuka balloon? No.
You allowed one. Oh, is it closed? Or is it just a vacant?
No, I was asking if you made a
Maybe.
Nuka bottle into a balloon.
Oh no, I don't think it did.
That would have been brilliant. Well, see, or more great ideas. Sometimes our feedback are fun ideas.
Yeah. So Waffles has done this, what you see here. So they did this this marketplace.
Yeah.
And then I asked them to extend it. So on the right hand side is now a gateway that connects to the wall.
Yo.
This is an extra, I think. I
The
need
water
to
purifiers.
check. Yeah,
And it's
good, isn't
pit shot themed. And we're back here. Oh my god. This is so Fallout. Really well done.
Yeah, so I really like this this gateway that's been done. Got signs and
Look at this
everything.
badass truck. And there's
Yeah.
a drone? Oh my god. And right to a nice shot of the crusher. Oh man.
And then behind you as well is, as we walk up, we'll see this Aloha Tower. So that
Oh.
was done by
Did we get an
Caesar.
update on this?
Yeah, so the creator Caesar, unfortunately they weren't available to be able to complete it. So Waffles has also upgraded what there was. So the skeleton, or the yeah, exactly, the structure was Caesar, and then this was took to completion by Waffles, who then kind of integrated everything together. So the interior at the below has been completed by Waffles. And now
Nice.
it's like we've got all of this animatronics. He's a self-appointed mayor, and
Right.
he's elevated himself.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's quite nice. Look
Yeah,
at all
it's-
these
it's really
compositions.
nice. Yeah, there's so many options to choose from.
Well, yeah, when you turn your camera around, yeah. Damn. You could do like a fun, I don't know, yeah, a lot of options for screenshots for your Steam Workshop for this. And now this area is all integrated in now too.
Yeah.
And we got the ride
Yeah,
next
because we
to
had
it.
a big open piece, and we had to try and use our imaginations last time, but now it's no need for the imagination. And this was by Invader Tin.
Oh, that has such a cool feel to it.
Yeah.
Whoa! It's fun. Very well done. I gotta run through here, dodge the train, get to the exit, or was that the entrance? Did I go up an exit?
No, you're doing it right.
Ah, I'm doing it right for once. Aloha. You did it right.
Aloha.
All right, let's go check out some FSF Ranger builds.
So we have two, one left, one on the right.
Yeah, let's start with the left. because it has one of my favorite creations, and we've already seen it, but this is when we first discovered it. Amazing. T45. I don't even know what this is.
That's a sequencer.
Oh, jeez.
You're lucky that it's not. I didn't put in little quests on each one. Could have. And then watch your heart sink.
Well, I did go up an exit for this, so it's all right. Flat rides traditionally don't even have very long queues, but sometimes in these types of parks they do.
You really feel the sense of height now that everything is around.
Yeah.
You know that you're in proximity to a lot of structures, and so yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, the nightlife of this area of the park is really cool, but also very different from that other side of the park.
Yeah.
But it's quite spectacular at night. But again, if we go back, I was going to say, if we go back to day, it's very rustic and charming at daytime. Gives you those Fallout-y vibes. It's just, it's a bit of a shame that Planet Coaster doesn't have dynamic shadows, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that if it had a really good lighting engine, this would just be unbelievable. And,
I'm hoping it's improved for Planet Coaster 2, but we'll see.
I just love the variety of all of the different textures and everything here. It really does feel like something that's been added onto over time.
I remember you.
A genuine Mr. Gutsy, or Gutso.
Yeah.
That the use of firearms within this facility is a direct violation of 17 federal laws.
17.
Move along.
Otherwise he'll saw you.
He asked me to move along, so I'm doing it.
So we saw the log flume at night, so it's good that we can take it at daytime now.
Yeah, so it is a dark ride, but it's also a log flume, so it depends on how you interpret it. It can be ridden at both day and night. However, you know, we did an episode that can be found on the channel that is the coaster/ride contest.
Yep.
And it's just a few episodes before this, and you can ride the log flume there at nighttime. Okay, so today we're gonna ride it at daytime, and the queue is jam-packed. They came slamming on in. Sir.Alan, oh, you added music to it or something.
Yep. So I've done a music track, which is music and ambience, like effects. Sound effect.
T45.
Here we go. The infamous FSF Rangers log flume.
Yeah. I like that tower back there too.
Yeah.
So much to look at. What a great atmosphere this park has. And that's for a post-apocalyptic. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lots of world building done.
I have to hand it to all of the creators. This is a difficult thing to do, and everyone did a really sterling job on destroying everything.
I agree. Except for Chan. She was devastated when she had to destroy her beautiful build.
It was still beautiful even after being destroyed.
Cool. I do feel like we get to see a little bit more of the intricacies at daytime here.
Yeah, you definitely get some more. This is a smelter operation, so there's a lot of, in it. It's actually a transport for getting the goods and the ore around.
It's very well done.
Yeah.
Look at all the pipes and stuff. Yeah. Ooh, they're filling up the furnace there with gasoline next to them. Very smart. Yeah, it kind of gives me Mad Max vibes too. Gastown?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I felt like that.
I love these girls. They're so happy to shoot stuff. And then we're gonna wrap around and see the dam now.
Yeah, which we didn't see before.
Don't look that way.
This way. I just love the complicated line, you know, the skyline of the city and the dam and everything together.
Right. The smokestack is so gnarly, especially at night.
With the sun behind it.
Yeah, that was really cool. Wow. Half-ass F-Ranger, what a legend. All the claw things holding us up. Oh, I hear some radiation. That's not good.
Get away from those ballons.
Well done. Yeah, I think I enjoyed that more at daytime, so I'm glad we saved that for the spotlight.
Yeah.
Very good.
I agree.
Amazing. All
So
right.
we've got a couple of coasters left.
Couple of coasters left. I think 2 more.
Yeah.
Very good. So this one was good at both day and night. I'm wondering if we should ride it twice again, or what do you think? Is there one that you prefer?
Yeah, it's fairly short, so why don't we, maybe one each.
And the last one is specifically night only. It's a dark ride, so...
Yep.
Yeah, just to get a little bit more feature time here. Let's do both here. So this one was made by Esby. We hadn't seen many builds from them in a while, and then they came back for when Planet Coaster 2 was announced. And same with a lot of people, really. We've seen a lot of familiar faces coming back, so it'll be fun in the early days of Planco 2. We're gonna have a little battle of the OGs, right? It's gonna be quite interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Esby is one of our kind of infamous legend builders, and so yeah, they certainly didn't disappoint with this.
Yeah.
So it's like a Fallout Gauss gun, isn't it? But in roller coaster form.
Yeah. All right. We have the Iron Bull made by Esby over here, and I'll cut to it when it's ready. All right. What do you say we kick this off in track view for daytime?
Yeah. Yep.
A good old get a feel for the actual coaster track, and then we'll do something fun for nighttime here. Some pretty good effects on this one at night, and it rides really, really smooth, this coaster. So I think we got to do a track view here. Yeah, fire up the gas cannon. And we actually get, what I like about this coaster, and I mentioned this in the original spotlight, is that we actually get to feel like we're exploring the wasteland a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The rocky, dried out desert.
Yeah, it's like we've got a lot of tropical stuff. We don't really have any kind of. This ended up being a bit like a quarry, they cut out of the mountain. So I really like the way that this looks.
Absolutely.
As a contrast.
Yeah, and that gives us a little bit of everything. Now, by the time we've fully featured the park, we got a little bit of everything that you should expect from a Fallout park.
Yeah.
I love it. Really great design on this one.
Yeah, really flowing.
Absolutely. Good soundtrack on it too. Was that on there the first time?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had on the other spotlights.
And all that junk in the background. All right, let's flip it over to night now, and let's do like a pop-up view, I think, right?
Pop-up, yeah, or
and
unless
pop
you want
up at the back.
A rear view. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was going to say at the back.
Chase view is a little weird in this game because it like rides on the track behind the car. So what you end up doing is you're just looking at the ass of the train the whole time. Whereas pop-up makes you kind of like look above their heads, but make you feel like you're on the seat still. And you don't get the flailing arms, so it serves a lot of purposes. It's the best. But some trains it doesn't work on because they're the seats are too high.
Yeah.
Oh, I love riding the back.
Yeah, I love the different perspective you get of the whole area from the
Yeah, the lighting's really nicely subtle too.
Yeah, it's a really good job in lighting.
Mm-hmm. Beautifully well-designed coaster by SB.
Yep, fantastic job.
Oh, I thought we were crashing. Something's
autosave.
Something's dying. An autosave. I thought I had autosaves disabled, or maybe
it's on so long that it.
Yeah,
put in something.
I don't think you can actually disable it. You have to set it to like 2 hours or something, and we might have hit that 2-hour mark.
hence why it's the first time that it's happened, maybe.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I do 2-hour spotlights quite often, but it's, well, not often, but, you know.
So do you remember
enough.
in the Tiki area, there's the Ritual, that was by Zleo, and then they did all of this area in front of the Uranium Fever. So what the junk that we've just walked past, that's Zlee has been filling in this area. So I just wanted to call out because it's easy to overlook it, but actually it looks completely seamless, destroyed.
I love this pipe going underground here.
Yeah,
it's a nice touch. The sewer pipes there. Yeah. And I was gushing over this. This is going to be one of the coolest queue walks. It was the first thing we saw. Yeah, it was a winner. It was the first thing that I've seen in your park in terms of individual things that was like really like vaulty, followed-y, right?
Yeah.
And we got the different worker bots and stuff like that from Fallout. The environmental storytelling with the dead people and stuff, and it just looks really gritty and very Fallout-y. The Nuka-Cola machine I was freaking out about. It's really well done. The mine shaft. And this is it's called what was it called? Uranium Fever? Uranium Fever, for anyone that's unaware of the series, it is a song, Uranium Fever, and it's also a event in Fallout 76, and they obviously took the name of the event and played off of the fact that the Uranium Fever song is a Fallout song. So now to see it again here, TB Karate, the creator of this ride, he gets it. And we got some death claws, and this is very reminiscent of the different mines that you'll see in Fallout games. And it's just really captivating. Lots of great details here. And then the ride that we're approaching, TB Karate has decided to go with custom voice acting, where they voice acted the ride themselves, right? And it's always nice to see people go that extra mile. But I think the voice acting and storytelling that's been done from the AI, well, people usually like write it and then the AI says it, because not everybody loves their own voices, right? And I think the AI, I feel it too with myself. So, but yeah, the people who've been doing the AI written songs feel so good to me as well. And I think going forward, it's almost like, in the past we said it's so hard and time consuming to do custom audio, custom media, but the future with the assistance of AI has really opened up the door for us to almost make it like very inclusive to those extra custom media stuff that was so challenging to do before. But TB Urati is keeping it classic, keeping it traditional here today with Uranium Fever. There's a look at the ride of the stats if you want to see them. And we're going to go, train seat view? Up. Here we go. Seat view. Reshade on. Oh.
Is the audio on?
Yeah, it seems like it's missing, isn't it? Adventure Coaster. All right, so small hiccup there. The audio is now plugged in. And,
would it be
What I think we should do is
cancel it and then restart it. Like to,
no, I think it'll work.
Okay.
Now that here we go. Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
Make this brief.
Okay.
Our settlement, it's running low on power.
And this view will avoid the flailers, but also
luckily for us,
be kind of fun.
These mines are chock full of uranium, and these bad boys could power our town for years. Now I know what you're thinking. Aren't these mines filled with dangerous creatures? Yada yada yada. Okay. Look, just get in, get the samples, and get out. You'll be fine. I should have dropped her off here. Oh my god, what is that?
Oh.
Nothing.
I kind of like this view.
To the main chamber, quick.
Yeah, it's pretty
get over
good.
so we can grab some.
It makes it feel very like intense.
Oh my god, speed up, speed up, speed up! Okay, maybe I was wrong about these rumors. Go into that tunnel real quickly. Here, let me restart the system to try to get us back to the surface.
It's flaky, but it's immersive.
Yeah.
Now, why is that even a feature here?
I love that feature.
Huh. It seems like the uranium is somehow making these death calls stronger. I don't know if it's a good idea if we stick around much longer.
Mine integrity is at 32%. Please evacuate mine.
If we stick around for much longer, these mines are going to collapse. Oh, I can't look, I can't look. See, I told you the uranium was making these guys stronger. We gotta go, man.
Hostile creatures detected. Please evacuate mine.
I love the robot.
Quick, grab that bag of uranium and go.
The gem in his eye.
That was a close one.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go. That was the winning,
go back in there.
The winning coaster.
The only thing it's missing, just as the ride gets started, I'll do it for it. Come on, let's go.
You're gonna sing.
No, I was just gonna go. Warning.
Warning.
Warning. Stupid warning. And that was our first place winner, TV Karate of the Advanced Excerpt record, if I'm not mistaken.
Seems like uranium.
There we freaking go. And wow, freaking we. That is the second half of the park there. And let's take a good look at it at daytime, because I feel like a lot of it we walked around at night. Look at this sprawling wasteland of a junk town. Oh. Well done to everybody involved. Alan was the mastermind, though. This was all plots once upon a time ago. You had that before and after picture, which was insane. And it's like, it's crazy to think that just 3 months ago, this was just a land full of cubes, literally cubes. And with the community's help, with the Channel 5 Gaming, like, intense amount of contests and the 100+ people that contributed in amongst those several different contests, and then Alan leading the way meticulously, helping and planning and taking charge and guiding everybody with the, you know, the overall concept and the vision, and making sure everybody's you know, following that vision. And I think they all nailed it, right? They really encapsulated your vision, all that extra writing you did, all that extra backstory and lore that you written in your guide and your document. You really set everybody off on the right course to be inspired and to really understand your vision before they even got started. And we put so many constraints on people this time around, not just the park you're building for, but, you know, the area of the park, and then, you know, the little themes inside of that, and then the actual plot that you're given. It has to be on a coaster, on the side of a mountain, on a, you know what I mean? Like, there are so many constraints where generally when we do a contest, we give you a constraint or two, and really here we put more on you. And my saying in the past has always been, people do better under constraints. It limits your creativity, but lets you work within a bigger vision within those constraints. And it goes to show we put more constraints on people, and this is probably some of the best stuff we've ever seen come out of a Channel 5 Gaming contest ever. Of course, with the mastermind designer behind that you designed those constraints. I put constraints on you, and then you put them on them. And this is what we came up with, and it turned out absolutely fantastic. And I got to give it up to you again, Alan, for this whole idea of I'm going to split my park in two, and that means you have half your plots over there and half your plots over here. You filled the space really, really nicely, and this is a sprawling, pretty much end-to-end theme park, you know? If we look at the overall map, yeah, so like a third of it, a little less than a third of it up there and down here. It's taking up a third of this overall sandbox. It really sprawled out really big, but with that you learned how to make a park that kind of like, it's really dense but also breathes a little. You have that background scenery, you have the big giant road separating the two parks and that sort of thing, guiding you from area to area, and from that you created a lot of captivating vistas and viewpoints and compositions with all the big builds in between. So I mean, absolutely fantastic job. I am taken back and blown away on how it finally turned out. And I originally said, I don't know if followed is a good twist because it plays on the favoritism.
It might limit people because if they haven't seen it, that could be a barrier.
And it's also a little bit of like, it's a bit cliche in its way because it's like, it's playing off an IP, an already existing IP rather than creating your own. And I didn't know if that would like change like the people's interest level or maybe increase their interest level. It could have like a major impact on things. So I said, just keep maybe like a general post-apocalyptic feel. But then along the way, it seemed like Fallout just kept getting sprinkled in, and layered in to a point where it's, you know, from the start to the finish, we were seeing a lot of Fallout IP references. And for me, my favorite game series and IP of all time is Fallout. So obviously I embrace it and I enjoy it and I love the Easter eggs, right? So it was very fun to see. I'm glad it evolved the way that it did, even though I had my concerns and worries about it. I'm going on a tangent, but I never found your holotape. Should we do that?
Yeah, well, I was going to say there's actually a couple of things left.
Okay.
And just to finish off what you were saying, it definitely is like a community project. So it's not like it's my park and people are along for the ride. It's very much like, let's say if I was the director, then all of the the plots of the A-lister actors that are doing an amazing job. So it really is an honor to have been part of like such a collaborative and hopefully successful project, because this is maybe one of my favorite parks, but I'm hugely biased. But the theme is like
it's one of mine as well.
Something I like. And it's not because I built it. I didn't build it. It was obviously everyone else has built it, and I kind of tied it together. That's all I've done.
Well, that's very humble and modest of you, but you definitely when I first told you guys to come up with designs and build plots. I mean, I think we originally started with 12 designers, and I think 66% of them dropped out because it is hard to design a layout. That is the hardest part. You did the hardest part. You said, I'm going to have this over here. I'm going to have this over here. The plots are there, and now they can get it. So you definitely deserve a lot more credit than you're giving yourself, because the designing of it is hard. But you're right. Once you got the design down, people started building stuff, filling the spots, and you're like, wow, the park is building itself. And, it gets you from, it gives you 80% of the content from the community. But I think getting it over that initial hurdle is the strongest part. And then you did that last 20% to tie it together, but you did it exceptionally well. So I don't think any one person can just say, I'm going to put a bunch of blocks down and make an amazing park. It's how you do it and how you mentor it along the way. And you absolutely did an outstanding job at that.
Well, thank you. And and I mentioned that there's a couple of things left. So if you zoom out a little bit, there is, you saw it before. It looked like
the hole.
Oh, yes. Look.
Wait, I found it. I saw it a long time ago. I knew, there's my holotape. All right.
You did find it without 3 hours
and any help from you. Well, I already wanted to go over it here, and I said, can we go over here? He said, maybe. Look at his guts spilling out.
He's halfway through being eaten.
Oh my god. So I got the holotape. Oh, and there's a button for me. Let's go.
That's just for the sound.
Oh, okay.
So that's the sound, and then the holotape is on the left.
Yeah, I got it right there.
But there is the caveat that I can't play it here.
Oh, I have to bring it with me?
Where's the nuclear silo?
So I have to bring it with me somewhere?
Yeah. Holotape for codes.
So how do I put it down now?
So, if you hold shift, drag up, it'll bring it. Oh, there you go. Just place, click. There you go. And now it's ready to activate. I know it's a silly little quirk, but it's just, a bit of all out fun.
Reconnaissance log, Brotherhood of Steel, Scribe Dorian Hale, Day 3. Location, Sector A14A, Southern Wasteland. From the vantage point of a missile launch tower, I've spotted something unusual. I've been surveying the area with my binoculars. On visual inspection, I observed a purple glow. My preliminary readings suggest a source of radiation, but my equipment isn't picking up the usual signatures, so I'm ruling out typical nuclear fallout. This could be evidence of an energy source we haven't encountered before. If it's stable, it could change everything for the Brotherhood.
Ooh.
Whatever this is, it's too powerful to ignore. I'll head to the site tomorrow for a closer look. Should I discover technology at the site, I will hide a transponder and holotape underneath a rock marked with the beacon.
The quest continues. I'm going for it. Okay, we are on the tower where she spoke of, and we're looking for a purple glow. That.
Yeah. That looks weird. Why is that in the middle of nowhere?
I found this earlier.
You did? So what is it?
It's something from the Tiki tribe.
Maybe. So it said
it's a portal to Zap.
Oh, to Zap or somewhere else.
Wait. Well, these are the Zap portals.
They are.
How do I?
So if you,
she says if I found it, I will leave a thing at the beacon. Wait.
Yeah. So if you turn to night, it's hard to see at night. Maybe just turn to the day and then. So she said she'd hide it under a rock that's been marked.
Right. Oh, that's a marked rock.
Not that one. Well,
no,
yeah.
that one that's not a marked rock. That definitely looks like a marked rock.
It does look like a rock. Something.
Oh, beacon behind you, right there. All right.
Get rid of that rock. And it's just hidden it under the rock.
All right, let's play her little holotape.
Bloop. Discovery log, Brotherhood of Steel, scribe Dorian Hale, Day 4, location Sector A15B, Southern Wasteland. I've made contact with the source of the energy. It's unlike anything I've encountered before. The ruins appear to have once formed a circular ring between two pillars, but is now broken and fragmented. Intricate carvings in the stone are an unfamiliar pattern. There is what appears to be writing. I've taken a stone rubbing for study. Astonishingly, the structure is constructed from a calcite stone, highly unlikely to be sourced locally. I can't fathom how such a structure could have been built without modern equipment to transport these stone components, perhaps thousands of miles. Yet, by all appearances, this structure has stood there for maybe hundreds of years.
More than that.
At the base of the ring, I found a glowing blue crystal, partially buried, with evidence of a small impact crater. The crystal is very peculiar. It appears to have grown like a natural quartz, but half of it has been cleanly severed and is not present at the site. The cut is not aligned with the crystal's lattice structure, rather it's perfectly aligned with the circular opening. It's as if this circular section has guillotined that half off. However, the cut is too perfect to have been performed by a saw or plasma cutter. A laser would not even work with a crystal like this. It seems unlikely that this other half has been found by a third party, given the way the crystal was still buried. The artifact is emitting ionizing radiation, but I don't understand by what method. It's not random. The radiation follows a pattern, irregular but far from chaotic. It's almost as if the energy is frequency modulated, behaving like a biological signal. Small particulates from the crystal have infused into the remaining structure, and their combined emissions are causing a visible glow, likely from Cherenkov radiation in the area. I've collected a stone sample for further analysis. I can see a radio tower on the mountain in the distance. I will use it to signal the Brotherhood immediately.
To the radio tower.
You found it straight away. Didn't even need the map hint. With the vertibird. All
right. And there's the holotape. She just dropped it at the front door. Just yeet. It's adorable. Here we go. Drop off. I don't know why I find that so cute.
Discovery log, Brotherhood of Steel, scribe Dorian Hale, reporting from the radio station in Sector A15F. The station's condition is worse than I anticipated. The radio dish is intact, but the generator, it's barely functional. During my journey here, I've noticed something troubling. The crystal, it's affecting my portable fusion core. Every time I touch it, the core starts to overheat until I let go.
It's like the crystal's energy is interfering with the core's function, sending surges through it. Elder Marcus, please don't reprimand me for saying, but it's as if the crystal is trying to destabilize the power source. I know that isn't scientific, but I don't know how else to describe it. Carrying this crystal has presented a significant risk. I've placed the core in my leg carry case for protection.
Is that your mic is making
workaround I could think
radioactive
of, but this radio
sounds?
station isn't going to broadcast without a military-grade fusion core. I came across intel during my recon suggesting that such a core may still be present at the eco lodges in the resort ruins, not far from here. That's my next move. I'll head to the eco lodges, secure the core, and return to the tower. The Brotherhood must be informed about this crystal, and soon. Elder Marcus will know what to do.
So you seem to be navigating the little quest easily.
Yeah, she said the research place. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, the eco lodges are what McKay built. It's the one next
the
to the sea.
eco lodge. That's why I was supposed to find it later. All right.
And there is a little Easter egg as well, an extra thing in here. If you turn to night, you'll see what I mean by Easter egg. Oh, what's in there?
It's not an Easter egg if it's a part of the quest.
It's not part of the quest. He's yeah. And that's just a sound.
Oh no.
I'm sure he's got some.
I thought we were gonna. If it should have been.
Oh yeah, you are. This was just a little aside.
But it would have been funny if this was a purple room and that was her turned into a super feral ghoul. Oh,
well,
that's how the story ends. Oh, she died.
Oh, that's not her.
You're like, game over. Story ends here. She fell over.
Discovery log, Brotherhood of Steels, cried Dorian Hale, Sector C12. I've secured the fusion core. There were 2 heavy-duty cores at the lodges. One in the hands of a glowing ghoul. It was ruptured and spewing radiation.
That guy.
The second, functional core, was by its feet. I think the ghoul was an adventurer that had become irradiated from the damaged core. A fate surely worse than death.
Oh no.
The lodge has a circular balcony. So I drew it out one door and then quickly disappeared around the other side to go into the door behind it and grab the second core. It worked, but it saw me. Man, that ghoul was fast. I had to jump from the top of the lodge into the water, but not before it got a solid hit on my leg. I'm losing blood, and I need to treat it before
I thought she was in power armor.
No, she's not a scribe.
There's an abandoned resort nearby.
She's not a knight.
A pre-war hotel called The Last Resort.
Like reconnaissance.
It looks secluded enough for me to patch myself up in peace, at least long enough to get back on my feet. The crystal's condition is unchanged. However, I have been developing, I can't shake the feeling that it doesn't belong here. I don't know why I think that. The crystal is reaching out to me. I know it sounds crazy, and maybe it's the stim pack that's making me hallucinate. I'll report next once I'm at the hotel.
She jumped in the water. Is there anything in the water?
No loot, I'm afraid.
But she went to the hospital.
The Last Resort Hotel.
Oh, sorry, the resort. All right.
Let me know if you want the hint of if you want me to be the marker on your map. Where's somewhere more secluded in that hotel?
The lobby? No?
Where would you go if you were her to recuperate?
The bar?
Well, you would go to the bar.
Yeah, I get a hard whiskey, of course. Where would you go?
I'd go to the top.
To the top? Seems like a place to fall and die.
It's right in it's right in the bottom there. There you go.
Oh.
Beep 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 beep. Fall and die. Well, I'm already injured, so it's okay. I could die.
Theum.
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 Fayum. Oh.
Discovery log.
Just casual. Coaster.
Discovery log. Brotherhood of Steel. Scribe.
Change the
Dorian
vibe.
Hale, reporting from Sector C13F, the Last Resort Hotel. I've treated my injury, but it appears to be infected. There was the remains of an old hospital down in the resort. I restocked stim packs, but they had no antibiotics.
She did go to the hospital. I was right.
I have to move.
You were right, yeah.
I need to get to the radio tower regardless. I must complete my mission and signal the Brotherhood. It's like it wants me to go there to Fayum.
Fayum. Astrolite. She's got an astrolite.
Yeah.
Distracted. I have these patchy visions of lights and flowing water. I can't make sense of them. This Fayum, I don't even know what it is, but it's stuck in my head.
Who's the voice actress?
It's Mike Reps.
It's who?
It's gone through Mike Reps.
I have to complete the mission and signal the Brotherhood. The only way I can send the signal now is by plugging my transponder directly into the back of the highest dish at the radio tower. There's no other option. If I don't get this message to the Brotherhood, the crystal, it doesn't belong here. It's not just a power source, it's something else. My fusion core feels like it's been on the brink of blowing ever since I took the crystal. If this gets into the wrong hands, the fusion missiles that are still stored in the silo underneath Shakedown are going to blow. Wait, I don't even know how I know they're there. Are they there? Yes. I'm sure of it.
Uh-oh.
As soon as I signal the Brotherhood, I need to take this thing where it wants to go, but I don't know where it is. Fayum?
Fayum.
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 Yeah, Mike Reps did all the voices that you hear throughout this quest.
Is that the end of the quest?
No, she said she
radio
has to go
tower.
To the radio tower, to the top dish, directly into the to plug the thing directly in the back of it.
So that's this side.
Yeah.
She came all the way over here just to go back.
Yeah, she had to go and get the generator was broken, so she had to go and get a military grade fusion generator.
Oh, is that what I missed? Oh, that's what she was
injured.
talking. See, that's why I thought she was. That's why I misunderstood it and thought she was in power armor because she was like her fusion core was doing something, and I was like, oh, she must be in power armor then.
So the radio generator was bust, so she had to go and get like a not just any old core, but like a big one.
Well, where the hell?
So the top dish. So she has to go and plug it directly in.
There's no ladder.
Yeah,
it was here the whole time. Did you ever play that game? It was like a puzzle game called The Island or something. Can't remember what it was called. But yeah, the spoiler alert, the last puzzle, like, was at the very beginning of the game. You had to go through all the game just to find it right at the beginning.
Dorian Hale. I've successfully activated the radio dish. However, I am disobeying direct orders and my oath to the Brotherhood. This crystal, this life, it cannot go to them. I decided not to send the signal to the Brotherhood.
Oh, defiant.
The ruins, I thought they were an ancient temple, but they aren't. It's a portal to another world. It's a place of wonder. The crystal needs to be reforged with the other half, and our world is not safe until it goes back. It wants to go back.
Ooh. It's a fun story.
I've seen a vision
Who wrote
of another
this?
portal right here.
Me.
There's always been two portals here, a symbiotic energy transfer between worlds. Of course. It's underneath the waterfall, to the east. That's what it's been trying to tell me. My injury, it's infected badly. That ghoul, it's spreading. I think this would be my final mission. If I don't make it and you find this, you need to send the crystal back through the portal. Everything depends on it. This is Scribe Dorian Hale signing out.
The waterfall. Is this it?
Yeah. Let's have a little look around.
What do you call it when somebody has no. So you whoa. It was you said it was a my crypts. It was a male,
yeah.
and then they changed it to a female. There were certain things in the way that they spoke that I was like, at times I thought it was a guy just because of the
like the kind of inflections and stuff.
Yeah,
the voice change of it really does take your like all of what you're saying and like the tones and everything. And so when I've done it like changed my voice, I don't really like how that turns out. And so I'm glad that Mike Reps.
So we got a nice credits done in the theme of Fayum, and as we get here, we have a little Fayum temple. And for those who are like, what the heck is Fayum? It's one of the competitors. It's the Egyptian park created by Beartastic, which is competing for this contest, this park contest. And there she is, Scribe. What's her name? Halen?
Scribe.
That's from Fallout 4.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. I got you mixed up.
I now that I'm put on the spot, I can't think. But,
well, maybe she'll say it one more.
This is it.
Oh no.
Now the question is how it's supposed to turn on.
What is happening? Oh, is this me talking?
Yeah.
Told you, Squire. No matter how far you run, the past always catches up with you.
So this goes back to the beginning.
Well,
yeah.
If it isn't those scavengers that done woke me up from my nap.
We're not scavengers. You're a long way from where we left you, Ghoul. Looks like you've been busy.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I've been on quite the trip finding this place. How did you two manage to get here?
Brotherhood scribes always keep a record of their operations. We examined the holotape about the energy source of the ruins, but when we got there, the beacon was picked clean. That was you, wasn't it?
That crystal is the property of the Brotherhood. Hand it over now.
Now that is an interesting way of looking at it. But considering it's currently in my possession, I reckon that makes it my property.
This is not a debate. I insist.
You boys just don't get it. This crystal doesn't belong here. It doesn't react kindly to fusion tech. You're playing with fire.
Whoa.
What is that, sir?
Right on cue.
Hand the artifact over, now, or we'll end this the hard way.
Sir, your fusion core!
How are you doing this? Stop this now!
It ain't me. I told you. The crystal don't like fusion tech. Your core's about to blow.
If my core explodes, this whole cave will collapse.
Uh-oh.
You'll kill us all.
Then I guess the choice is made, isn't it?
We better jump through the portal. See you guys in the next spotlight. And that's what happens. We end up in fame.
Now that that's over with, you're welcome to all the holotapes. Your scribe should be commended for having a brain and not following orders.
Why shouldn't I execute you for this?
Because you're still breathing, for one. Seems to me you owe me your life. Hell, I may have just saved the whole goddamn world. That's more than enough to make us even.
For your sake, I suggest this is the last time we cross paths.
For both our sakes, that is fine with me. Happy trails, fellas. So this is...
Wow.
It took a bit of time, but I thought it was a nice little tie-in to what else is going on in the
I thought it was
contest.
going to be a shorter hunt, and then even though you helped me a little bit, it did point me to the next the clue was to the next clue wasn't too convoluted, and I think the story was actually well written. I thought it was fun. It felt very Fallout-y. Doing it through the holotapes and discovering the holotapes was kind of cute. I like how she just yeeted the holotape at the front door. Someone will find this. And to end up in Fayum, I mean, we saw the portals to Zap, so I was thinking Zap, but that, that twist to Fayum also works because it's the Astrolight. So, well, I guess you guys...
There is a Zap thing here, so we can... very, very short, not like a big quest, just a little thing. But not right here, there isn't. And the winner of the scenery contest...
What do you mean, Zap thing?
Yeah, so I'll show. So Captain Swizzer did the scenery contest winner, and basically I nabbed Captain Swizzer's temple, adapted it for that portal, so I'm sure that he's going to be okay with that. The portal here, that's Captain Swizzer, so... Again, congratulations for a really cool looking portal. But you do see that there's a little zap thing there. So someone else came through the portal as well as this astrolite. Where could they have gone though? Maybe turn to the right or look to the right. He's going along there a little bit.
Oh, this little bugger. And a zap balloon.
Yeah, they came through the portal, but they can't get back.
So that's what the portals are. They're almost like footprints in some... Yeah, okay. That's cool. You're tying it all together. And if I look up, I can see the Gamma Galaxy somewhere up in the stars.
I feel bad there's no Gamma Galaxy one, but...
but they're kind of tied together because if you actually go to Zap and you go to the Red Mender by the Botanica ride, there are diverging portals that take you to the different worlds. So in some ways, if you can get to Fayum from here, then you can potentially get to other parks. I don't know. We'll have to see if there's a hidden secret in Fayum. Otherwise, you're going to get trapped in one of these parks one of these days. That's a fun Easter egg, and I thought, like I said, the story was well written, so I guess anyone who stayed to the end for that little Easter egg, what do you call it, like a hunt? The
quest,
yeah. Side quest, yeah. The side quest is fun because it plays on the overarching theme of a Fallout game. And it was very Fallout-y, and it ties it together. Again, I'm happy we went on the vault ride first, because it's like I immediately was like, hey, those are the guys that told the story at the very beginning, and it really concludes the beginning, middle, and end with a fun conclusion. So not only did you build like a great atmosphere, you did a lot of so the storytelling is in Fallout games has always been through the environments, environmental storytelling. When you go in a place and you see a dead guy or you see something going on here, you can see what the final moments of their lives was like, and it tells a story. And we saw that everywhere throughout this park. But then on top of that, there was an actual story. So atmospheric storytelling, environmental storytelling, whatever you want to say, and it all ended up having an actual story at the end. And I think that's like the unique spin that your park brings. The fun little holotapes along the way. I know I don't want to focus too much on the other parks, but Chant did force everybody to do magic sequencers, So I think there's like a little bit of magic dust from each of the designers, kind of like what makes them a creative individual. You've all found a way to incorporate that, and you did it in a very Fallout-y themed way with the holotapes. But you also obviously really like stories, so you wrote a story for it, you made a story, and that was kind of like your kind of almost like a side main attraction, an extra, and a fun spin and a fun surprise, and I think it tied it all together to make a full complete package. And I gotta say, Alan, you kind of did it. We didn't talk too much about each of the rides, the competitors, the backstory. We did in the episodes where we featured them for the contests, and I was actually hoping we would be able to talk a little bit more of it, but there was so much to talk about at the moment, what we were looking at and what we were going to next, that the whole episode was kind of jam-packed start to finish, but we didn't even really iterate on some of the trials and tribulations that some people went through and all the changes and all that. And we still, based off of, I haven't made the intro for this video at this time, this recording, I think we're clocking in on 3 hours. And I before we started, he said it's going to be an 8-hour spotlight, and I was like, it won't even. And I made a joke being like, it won't even be 2, because the longest park spotlight in the channel's history was Project Planko, and I didn't think anything could ever surpass that or even come close to it because of the amount of content that was in that park. But with your long 25-minute ride and your adventure side quest, those really told a lot of story which were great experiences. Not to detract from them, just because they're long doesn't mean they were bad. They were great, right? But it did fill out a good section of it. You take those two elements out, you got a 2-hour spotlight like I expected it would be. So that really did pad on an extra hour, but it was an extra fun hour. I really enjoyed that little extra bit. You were required to do a main attraction, but you didn't need to go to those lengths, and you decided to. So that was your decision. So I think Alan's the one thing, if you're going to vote for somebody, we'll have a voting form at the end of the series. The reason you would vote for Alan is not only just for the park, the atmosphere, and all of the things that I previously mentioned, but the fun spin that you put on it, that storytelling adventure, a long 25-minute storytelling dark ride, a fun side quest on top of it, and then all the environmental storytelling that ties it all in between, on top of the fact that you designed a really good park and mentored everyone along the way to follow your vision and see that to completion. So, if we're just voting on park and park alone, it's going to be a tough competition, but we have to find out what makes you stand out from everybody else. What is the selling point on top of, because they're all going to be amazing parks, right? So now we have to look for what's the next tertiary thing that makes it stand out above and beyond. And for me, it would be those things, the things that really added a lot more content to the episode, pulling it up to potentially a record-breaking 3 hours of that of a Project Planko, and an enjoyable 3 hours at that. So hopefully everyone had just as much fun, stick to the end. Let us know down in the comments if you watched the final quest, and if you did, be sure to go vote on your favorite at the end of this series. This is the first of 4 competing parks, and may the best park win. Any final thoughts, Alan? I really covered a lot of stuff, but I know this experience has been quite fun for you, so if you want to try to give me your overall thoughts in a nutshell.
Like I said before, it has been an honor. I think that it's been just such a fun concept that everyone has embraced. I think the IP helps with that, because even though not everyone has seen that, it does actually give you a lot of predefined inspiration. Leaning into that vintage feel, it really kind of makes you feel, how you were when you during like actual playing the games. And I think out of everything, that walk that when you first go on the highway from the vault to the like right there, I think when I finished that and I first walked that was probably one of the highlights, where you're going underneath those trees with the stuff hanging down. I don't know what it was. It was just it almost felt like everything had come together, and you're walking through there, and I was like, you
get to the Red Rocket, and that's exciting.
Yeah, if this was the game, I would, the real game, not just Blanco, then I would be loving it already. And I think that's what I was hoping to achieve. There were some risks about how the park was designed. Definitely risks around the dark ride. I was worried that it would be too long and boring. It would be like, oh, come, when's this over? But I think I'm hoping that the right kind of tone has been reached, and that I've done justice to all of the contributions that people have made and
absolutely
created a park that people could walk around and enjoy.
Yeah, to iterate on your main ride, there were times where you might have been able to trim it down a little bit, but you really wanted to write a good story, and in order to get that story to settle in, it's just like, how do you add more visuals when it's a holotape? So it's a bit of a tough situation, but I think where you kind of made up for it was the really clear audio. A lot of times these dark rides, it's like, what is he saying? And if it was like, what is he saying for 25 minutes, it would have been a snooze fest. So it was nice and clear and crisp. So I was able to interpret it. I might have missed a couple things with the lava thing, but you explained it at the end. So, but yeah, other than that, it was pretty well written. And then it ties into the final story at the end. So it brought it all together. And for me, that was like a fun little surprise that honestly I didn't even expect. If it was just the tour with the atmosphere and, like you said, walking out of here and stuff, for me, the visuals, the immersion factor, that's what I was mainly looking for and hoping to see succeed, and it succeeded well. Everything else was kind of like a nice little cherry on top, but in this case, an atom bomb on top. So really good job to you, Alan.
I'm glad that we managed to get a reference into Fayum and to Zap as well.
Yeah, that was cute.
It was the Zap one was Jareen sent something in, and I suggested, why don't we have like a reference, have this as a reference to Zap? And I think that started off a little bit of a sort of cross between them all. And then the Fayum stuff, that was actually a very, very late like addition. So like it was on the Friday before finishing. I wrote the story. The Saturday, Mike Reps recorded it all, and then I put it all together in the park on the Sunday. So literally, then the park was complete, and I'm glad that it was in there, even though it was quite a significant chunk. But
for those,
a
again,
nice little crossover.
Just another reminder: Zap is a park created by Chant. She's one of the competitors, one of the 4 competing parks for this contest, and it's Zoltan's Academy of Phantasmic Magic, and it's a kind of like a Harry Potter's Hogwarts Planet Coaster spin. And Fayum is the Egyptian one. So, and then we have Gamma Galaxy as well, which is somewhere up there in the stars. So we'll find that someday, right? But it's very interesting to see how, I mean, this is probably more of a post-mortem talk, but all of these parks are very unique. So if you had a good time here today, wait till you see what the other parks are. I don't think any of them pull from each other in any way other than a couple Easter eggs. You guys have done a really good job at all being completely 100% original and delivering 4 of the most unique and well-themed parks I've ever seen. We've never seen post-apocalyptic done this well, and then when we go over to sci-fi, magic, and Egyptian, the same can be said over there. So we really did make 4 of the best parks ever in Planet Coaster in 3 months with the help of the community through the Channel 5 Gaming Contest collab event. So it's been really amazing for me, because I'm kind of like the orchestrator of this, but then you guys are orchestrating on your own, and it's like, it's like one giant ripple effect. So I'm proud to see it all come together. You're proud for yours to come together, and it's one giant fork, and it actually worked. And with your help, I gotta give a shout out to you again. Not only did Alan build this park, but you also helped me kind of organize the collab and the contest and all the forums and stuff. So, you've been a tremendous help making sure that this would actually work, and it did. We came up with every single contest we've ever done in Planet Coaster history in one massive contest for the closing of Planet Coaster 1, and that is just kind of epic. So I'm so glad it worked.
And we get to see each creation twice, which I think is really nice. Nice thing as well. So, because you see it in the original spotlight, and then we see it again, like in the final part.
Yeah, we saw the pieces and then the final. Yeah, it's
so it's good for the creators.
You can
as well,
see the journey, if anything. Yeah, the journey. We saw bits and pieces. So if you just tuning in now, going, wow, that was a fantastic park. I want more. Go watch the series, the contest series. There's dozens of videos leading up to this point of reviewing these pieces individually, and watching it in retrospect might kind of be a fun little time capsule. So go check out the other videos in the series, and then be sure to tune in for the next 3 parks. But amazing work on this one, Alan, and thank you so much for participating in this collab contest, and best of luck to you in winning.
Thank you. And for the viewers, you are in for an absolute treat with the next 3 parks as well, so look forward to those.
Yep. Don't forget to vote for Alan. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next Park Spotlight. Bye now.
Bye now.